Alright, thanks for reminding me about the dub.
Yeah, no problem. Otherwise you won't hurt us. He said, I also downloaded Fate Grand Order on his emulator, so I finally get to see what the fucking Fate is. It's anime, that's all I know. Thanks, Zen.
Now it's time to beat the game again.
Powerful.
Let's play some Dark Souls 1. See if I remember how to do anything in this game.
Honestly, this is a game where I probably remember, like, all the sequence breaking crap, because I always did that, no matter what.
So did you always skip the Minotaur Demon? If I get the name off.
Yes.
Nice.
Here's the thing I definitely do remember how to do.
Oh god.
Time to create a similar
Oh
face.
yes.
It's not Dark Souls because they're ugly.
Also, because of how similar the C's look to the E's in this font, I read the hairstyle as reading. Oh boy.
I see we're getting into this.
It's getting good.
Yes.
Oh boy, it's hell, a cyberpunk adventure.
Getting a little bit Monster Factory there. I like it.
Why did you have to remind me hell Cyberpunk Adventure existed?
What Cyberpunk Adventure exists?
Hell, a Cyberpunk Adventure.
Didn't think Hell would be Cyberpunk.
Oh my god, the polygons. This man has contracted N64 disease.
Look, it's trying. You've done some nasty things to this game, and it's trying its best.
Oh, wait,
Wait, this is actually a...
It didn't keep it.
Oh, right,
No.
that.
Whatever, I'm gonna cover it with armor anyway.
The polygons are actually a reference to the fact that Armored Core 1 came out on the PlayStation 1.
You know, I don't think that's true.
So begins Spangus.
In the age of
I don't care. Jesus Christ, the cutscenes are so much louder.
What is the lore on these polygons?
Many people think that polygons were the gift from the furtive pygmy. But new lore in Dark Souls 3 shows
Nice body
that
video
that
impression.
is done wise.
New lore in Dark Souls 3 says it's also Big Hat Logan. This truck, Big Hat Logan.
Here's a
He
30-minute long
invented
video.
drugs.
Dark Souls is dumb.
Broken
I'm sorry.
Straight Sword, Big Hat Logan.
I'm sorry, but it is. Dark Souls is really dumb.
I mean, yes, it very much is.
Bloodborne. Bloodborne is very smart.
No, it isn't.
Smart, Bo!
Look,
Look,
I
I
didn't
really
study Blood-
like Bloodborne, but Bloodborne's also pretty fucking dumb.
Smart.
I didn't
Like-
study blood science to get told it's dumb now.
By an Asylum Demon. There it
No,
is, yeah.
fight him.
No.
Do it.
Fight him,
No, shut
do
up.
it.
What, you don't want the weapon that requires
I-
40 strength to hold?
No, I don't.
I did make a build that used that weapon.
Wait,
I know
you
what
get,
I'm using.
You get the weapon if you fight him.
You get
Yeah,
the
if you
beat
beat
him,
hammer.
there.
Yeah.
No, broken straight sword run.
Be gone, foul demon, my soul is mine and I am alive.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Oh, that
You know how
fat
pissed off I
boy.
was after I put like 1,000,000 hours into Demon Souls that you start with a broadsword as the knight instead of the fucking long sword, which is way better in every conceivable way. Like, it's faster, the heavy attack is better. There's just nothing enjoyable about the fucking broadsword. It sucks and I hate it.
Broadswords for when you love sweeps, and you love big sweeps even more.
Look how sky blue I am.
Oh. Regrettably.
You're like a nimble blueberry.
Now I would hate.
You know what would be even funnier? Is if the, when the ball broke through the wall, it's what actually killed Oscar.
Also, rip Oscar.
Can't believe Oscar's dead.
Zen says that the polygons are a Berserk reference. I look like an
Yeah.
emaciated Shadow Jacob.
I mean,
New lore.
I mean, to be fair, Spangus looks a lot better than the new Berserk.
Savage.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
oh, he's having problems.
I
huh?
believe in you.
Well, I mean, this is set in the Killer Instinct universe. Last boss of Dark Souls 3 is Cinder.
Stop teasing him. He's trying.
Oh, don't be cruel, just kill him already.
Let's see if I remember how to parry. The answer is sort of.
This is still the game where parrying is the easiest. So.
Zen says that the lore on why that enemy can't eat through the walkway is because it showcases how the curse inhibits one's abilities. Thanks, Body Video. You told me.
Body scissors. Zenvidya.
Zenvidya game.
Zen's Fortress.
Ah,
No, quit, you jerk. Quit spamming.
No, the lag. How was I supposed to block that?
Bud dodging mechanics. I'm gonna turn the volume down in the game just a little bit.
Is this modded?
I'm using DS fix, but otherwise not really. Why?
What
I don't remember the subtitles underneath. Like.
Oh
name
no,
of
yeah,
destroy.
I'm using DS fix. It's real good. If you're playing it on PC, you should use it.
it's basically
Yeah, I tried it.
mandatory.
Yeah, let's see. For a while, it would break if you did things like mess with the resolution too much or change the frame rate cap, but now it doesn't. So.
I wonder if any game company hired the guy who made DS Fix.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say Falcon or Etsy did. I think.
Yeah, he's working on the
Etsy?
PC Xseed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's working on the PC port of Legend of Heroes Trails Cold Steel 3.
So I'm gonna tell you guys avoided some anime bullshit because I was this close to just playing God Eater 2 Rage Burst. And can you fucking imagine? Can you
I mean, I
fucking
would have also
imagine?
watched that.
I don't think we'd have such a big stable of commentary if I did that.
I don't know shit about God Eater.
I know there's a guy that's a pervert and everyone's sad when he dies and then he undies.
Excuse you?
Here's Romeo. He sucks a lot, but you're supposed to feel sorry for him when he dies. Here's a spoiler. I don't. Okay, so I took the Master Key because it's the best thing in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The,
it's time to sequence break so I can avoid a dragon and get a claymore.
I was gonna say it's probably the reason why no other game has ever had anything akin to the Master Key.
Well, I mean, you can burn bonfire aesthetics and just fight
okay.
the rotten over and over and not
Let's-
do the other
like-
bosses.
In Dark Souls 2, a lot of the stuff is blocked off with like statue guys, and in Dark Souls 3, the path of progression is basically a straight line. So
Yeah, it's like I actually didn't know this for a long time. You can kill the dancer early, but then you can't get into the Grand Archives because the person with the keys just hasn't died in front of the library yet.
yeah, they should have
Yeah,
let
it's
you
fun.
sequence break more in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, because letting you fight the prince and stuff first wouldn't change anything.
Like that's what one of the things I really liked about Dark Souls 2 is that the sequence in it is nebulous enough that you can't really sequence break, but the sequence goes in so many directions at once you can sort of go anywhere.
Yeah. Also, people say like, "Oh, it doesn't feel progressively harder," but like, whatever. Like, there are different enemies in each area. They are just differently about the same level of difficulty. Whatever. Even without the Master Key, I did come down here to get the S stock. This game has like the most really good weapons available right next to the starting area.
Dark Souls 2 is bad as the Royal Rat Authority.
Which is
Yeah,
the
so-
rat. I always get confused between Authority and Vanguard.
Vanguard's a lot of rats, and Authority's the
The thing that
it's
is
Sith,
basically
but a rat.
yeah, basically a regen Sith.
Yeah. And they can. FromSoft cannot do a good giant pile of dudes boss, can they?
Deacon's in the Deep
They
was
keep
pretty
trying.
alright.
Yeah, Deacon's is alright.
Probably their best, but I wouldn't say it's still very.
I really like that video that got put out where it's like this guy who's like taking the bosses in Dark Souls 3 and making them really fast. And he did Deacons of the Deep, and they just fucking like unleashed the Satsui no Hada on him as soon as he enters the room. The best one of those though is when he takes Aldrich and speeds him up.
Oh gosh.
Fast Mandir was great too.
Honestly, don't know what my favorite fight in 3
Oh, no.
is. Bargain. Gosh!
Awesome, cool game. Someone clip that, please.
That's the power of a Drake's tail weapon.
Make sure it ends right after I say, "Oh no." It's
Alright,
important.
let me mute and edit this clip.
I should at least be able to get my souls back because I forgot to level up.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh well. I'm gonna probably want to do that because I gotta fight a Black Knight on this particular path.
Yeah.
I mean, Black Knights are easy enough from what I remember.
I mean, the thing about the Black Knight is I don't actually have to fight it. I just have to knock him off a cliff.
Mhm.
It's also true.
I have to do a fighting at him for just enough to get him in position. This little plank bridge always makes me very nervous. It's like you gotta be really careful when you cross it, because otherwise you'll just fall right off.
There you go, Bo.
Thank you.
Doing the Lord's work.
Anyway, I can't really say what my favorite fight in 3 is. I like a lot of them.
Dancer of the Boreal Valley is alright.
I really like the... I forgot what they're called, but like the first Lords of Cinder you fight, the Hunters.
The Abyss
Hey,
Watchers.
Zen.
Yeah,
the Abyss
Abyss
Watchers.
Watchers
Hey,
are
Zen.
really good.
Also, hello,
Also, hi,
Copy Freak.
Zen.
Hello.
I got it. I Bitchwild. Oh wow, Abyss Watchers. That was a way to mispronounce word. They're pretty cool. But
It
I
nearly
can't
happened
quite-
again! Also, wow, apparently that was, according to OBS, that was clipping, so I should probably be a little bit careful about yelling. Or if I do, I should just lean back. Where's the door? Fuck.
Oh right, you have the... I forgot you have a new mic.
More like Dark Souls. Hi, Calvin
Oh.
Zombie, how are you
Oh,
doing?
wow,
I'm getting
alright.
murdered.
Oh yeah, even after I've done this run like 3 times, I forget where the freaking door is.
I have to defeat the murder puzzle.
There are a lot of fights in Dark Souls 3 where actually I'm like, I almost like them a lot, but they're like 25% too hard.
I do have DS Fix installed. Using it to mainly filter some textures, but also just to have the game be more stable and run better. Like, the main change I added in texture-wise, aside from, like, the messages and stuff, will become more apparent as soon as I get to the Demon Ruins.
Oh, is there the way to turn off the freaking bloom?
Yeah, there's a texture thing you can install.
Good.
Is there a way to turn off the lazy level design in that area?
Wow.
Okay, here's the thing. The fix of that is to install Dark Souls 2 or 3 and play that instead.
But it doesn't make any sense. Earth and Peak leads to Iron Keep. Bad game.
God, yeah. A lot of people were like, really like, it's wrong. Like, it's a mistake. But fucking, like, there's a whole other, like, there's the whole game there. There's a whole game to play. It's just an elevator goes up, and it's just the worst thing ever.
So they say throughout the series, like, a whole bunch of times, time and space are distorted. It's not that big of a stretch to be like, oh, in this fucking fantasy land, there's a fucking elevator that goes through a volcano, as stupid as it is.
Oh, it's dumb as shit. I don't really
I mean,
care,
you
though.
fall through a fucking Firefly Vortex Inferno lake to get there anyway. That doesn't excuse it, but like, whatever.
Like, it's
like
a fucking video game. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, even beyond, it's just like, okay, it's bad, and then, like, shit, there's ways you can make like that for anything. Most video games have some stupid bullshit thing that they kind of overlooked.
I mean, that's how I feel about the first game, me. I find it incredibly unfun to play.
Here's my
I
hot
like
take.
them both for different reasons.
Here's
Go
my
ahead.
hot take. Demon Souls was the best in the series.
It's my least favorite one of the series, but that is me.
I still need to get around to playing it. But
Also,
I think they all do different things.
Yeah, also, I like Bloodborne better than all 3 Dark Souls.
Me?
Yeah,
too.
same.
Same.
Bloodborne is probably my favorite in the
It's good. It's got the best music. It's got the best designs. What can I say? It's really good.
3's pretty alright, Callan. It's... Like I said, my main
Three's good. It's just
my main problem with
kinda-
3 is just that the progression line in that is a straight line.
Yeah.
I don't mind that so much. It's just like by the end of that game and like all the DLC, it's just so fucking hard. Like I did it. I beat all of it. I beat fucking Black Flame Frida solo. No NPC summons, no anything. Guess what? It's not good. It's not good that it's as hard as it is.
I just never even bought the DLC.
Yeah,
bought the
pre-ordered
DLC and
so
I bought the DLC and I didn't get around to playing it because I have to play through all of Dark Souls 3 again, and like you said, it is really fucking hard.
It does? I don't know. It didn't seem too bad to me, but
did you fight Nameless King?
yeah.
Nah.
6 tries.
That was-
He was a little tough.
See, the thing is, like, I feel like it would have been fine had it just been, like, a little bit easier. Not a lot easier, just a little bit easier, and have things do a little bit less damage, considering fucking... I strapped on, like, the heaviest armor from, like, wearing rags, and I took 10 HP less damage.
Think this should get him. Yeah, bye, fucker.
Did you kick him off?
Huh?
Oh no, okay, that also works.
Oh,
That's cool.
hell yeah.
You
And
did the
a
Dark Souls 1 special.
Blue Titanite chunk. Oh yeah, I'm on track to getting everything I need to win the game. Did I get two or so key items? Oh, come on, Dark Souls, work with me.
Oh.
There we go. That was weird.
Orc. Yeah, no, I like all the games for different reasons. Like, there's stuff about 3 that's good, but also, I tried New Game Plus out for a little bit just because I had a bunch of weapons that I hadn't really tried in the main, like my first run, and yeah, then I got killed by the first Pussive Man, and then I killed that, and then I got killed by the second Pussive Man. I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
Like,
Those things suck. I hate that.
like
What were the
the
pluses,
thing
man?
about the Soul
The
series.
oil snake things that burst out of stuff.
The thing about the Soul series is that everyone's opinion on them is so vastly different. It's like there's no real consensus on which
No,
one's
you
the
have
best
to have
one.
the same opinion as me, or you're a fucking idiot. God.
I mean, that's true. That is how the internet works.
Yeah, that's just the internet in general.
Yeah, I don't know. I still like all of them, but I don't know if I'd actually play Dark Souls 3 again. Then again, I didn't beat Dark Souls 2. Like I
Okay.
feel like I wouldn't play Dark Souls 2 again just because once I finally beat it, it's just so long.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's Dark Souls 2.
but where does Lords of the Fallen fit in the Souls timeline?
No, no.
Yeah, I'll play that 0 times.
What about the Surge? Where's that end up?
In the garbage?
I'll also
Yeah.
play that 0 times. It's like it's a market improvement. Still not worth it. Good job. Maybe in this like 1 or 2 more games, you'll make something I want to actually play.
I
Maybe.
should probably get armor.
After game 1, we played as Harkin, and the second one we played as John Surge.
Honestly, my biggest problem with 2 is it's just too fucking long.
My big problem with 2 is there's too many fucking bosses to the point
That
where
too.
it suffers from a lot of bosses kind of feeling pretty lackluster. Like the Congregation, the actual worst boss in the game.
Oh my god.
I feel like if they just took away the boss title cards, those encounters would be fine.
They'd be fine.
But like that's why like I'm not really mad at them. It's just kind of funny to me.
And not to mention the twin dragon riders, cause
I kind of like that. It felt like it reminded me of Agni and Ruger from Devil May Cry 3, so I didn't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
it would have been so bad if it wasn't just with the same people you already fought.
Well, I mean, it was harder. It was a different setup, but yeah. No, I mean, like, yeah, it's not like amazing. I'm not gonna argue that it's really great or something, but I don't know. I thought it was fine.
Mirror Knight was cool.
Yeah,
Mirror
Mirror Knight
Knight's
was fucking
cool.
awesome.
I fucking love Velstadt. Velstadt's a really fun fight.
Yep. Yeah, that was. It's weird. Like the royal right before you find King Vendrick scrambling
Okay.
It's
around.
the dude
Right.
with the big bell hammer.
Yeah. Also, like that bit too, where like it sets up King Vendrick to be a big deal, and it's just fucking corpse walking in circles, and it's playing sad music. Like, oh shit!
And then you fight him, and it's like, god damn.
You fight him much later than when you find
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yo, what up, Andre?
Hey, Andre. Good old lip sync, only lip synced boy.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not upgrading this broadsword. I'm gonna go in reverse through the Undead Parish to get the claymore.
I mean, I find a lot of bosses in Dark Souls pretty easy, honestly. Like, they don't take too many tries.
Yeah, I don't really care.
And
for the Souls bosses too easy. Maybe that's just because I just beat 3.
so the cool ass thing about where I'm going with weapons and stuff is I'm pretty certain I can get a magic weapon almost immediately.
Nice.
Definitely, I'm sure.
Like, I
Also,
think
I'm
the only thing we gotta get really is the large ember. Or actually, no, I don't even think you need that because you get your weapon to 5, then you can make it magic, and then you get a magic weapon to 5, and then you can start enchanting it.
No, Enchanted and well, yeah, Enchanted's a different ember, but there's Enchanted and there's also large magic.
Well, yeah, no,
Which
I
I
know
never
that. I'm just
found.
saying I don't think you need to have it upgraded to +6 to make it magic. You can go down to New Londo.
Right. Yeah. Also, like the difference between Enchanted and like large magic enchanted weapons is almost nothing. The difference is Enchanted is a shitload easier to get.
Also, as an aside, if I'm being honest, I kind of felt like, excluding the DLC, I kind of felt like Bloodborne had the easiest bosses of the series.
They all had kind of the same weakness.
Fire's super good in that game.
Yeah, well, also it's
Yeah.
just like if they're human-sized, stun lock, and if they're large, fire.
I'd still say Dark Souls 2 probably is the easiest ones. They are pretty fucking simple.
Yeah. Well,
I
Dark
mean-
Souls 2, like it happens to much more, not like much, but it's a slower pace, so it's a little easier to just know what to do.
And then there's bosses
Yeah.
like Covetous Demon, where it's just like it's a gimme. It's a fucking gimme.
God, Covetous Demon.
I got.
Yeah.
Also, hey, the design for the Great Sword in Dark Souls 1 sucks way more than the one in Dark Souls 2.
Yep. I love me my big fucking.
What? Okay, I'm gonna
sword.
equip it because I just gotta get this across. I just got one. I can't wield it. Look how dinky this thing looks. This thing is fucking terrible. You're bad. You're terrible.
Like
Great
the
Sword.
design of the Great Sword.
Yeah, well, you know it's way fucking better in Dark Souls 2. I'm just saying.
Oh no,
It's 'cause
like
it's
the Dark
just
Souls
Guts'
2.
sword.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing is the Great Sword in this one is Guts' sword before he gets Demon Berserk powers, and then the one in 2 is the one he has after he gets Demon Berserk powers.
Hey guys, my name is Miyazaki. Did you know I like Berserk?
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I do think that the Great Sword should be the Ultra Great Sword from 2, but I kind of wish they'd kept the first design in as a different weapon in any of the games, which they just kind of didn't for some reason. Same with, like, the Baldur Knights never show up in anything ever again, and there's never a weapon that's even called a side sword ever again. It's just so weird. Fighting Dark Souls 3 has a shitload of Dark Souls 1 references, and there's none of the Baldur Knights. Or like a few other cool things, but yeah.
After 1, I don't think that was a glitch, Mihal. I think that was
It's
an
a-
intentional design
No, let's
choice.
talk about Demon Souls for a second. That's a fucking feature. That was
I,
that was a feature from day 0. Oh wow, FOD. That is bright.
Wow.
I don't need the Night Shield. What am I doing?
Hmm.
I know about the Night Shield. It's not good.
It's okay, it's just you already have a, pretty much the same thing.
But it weighs less and also is better.
Yeah. That's one thing. There are a lot of really similar 100% physical block shields in this game. I mean, whatever, but it is kind of funny, like, that that's not really the case in later ones. Also, yeah, power stancing in 2 was pretty great. Because the weapons in 3, that you just have to get ones that come like, dual set.
Good old Farron Greatsword.
Grand Great Sword's pretty cool, but I also, like, I didn't end up using it a lot because I was bad at aiming the weapon art.
I used, what the hell did I use in 3? It's like, it was just some, like, rectangular slab of metal that...
Executioner's
Great
Greatsword?
Yeah.
Power
Yeah,
stance.
that's what I beat most of the
Power
game.
stance.
it's
Power
good.
stancing is a really cool gimmick, and I really wish they had kept it in 3.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you want to do that, yeah. If you want to power stance greatswords, you have to get to pretty far into the second DLC. To be fair, though, the Ring Knight paired greatswords are
Let's talk-
fucking ridiculous.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
they're
about
cool.
let's talk about Godler's gimmick for his character in Dark Souls 2, which is Zelda Wizpig character what has all the souls. Where Godler just equipped all the stuff that gives you extra souls and was like level 4 billion by the time you finished the game.
Also, God, talking about Dark Souls 2's DLC reminds me of how bad the friggin', the
Frigid
reindeer
Wastes?
area.
Yeah, Frigid Wastes are pretty out of control.
Not
Like-
good.
And
Yeah.
it leads to such a garbage-ass boss, too.
Yeah, I think whenever I get around to that part of the DLC, like I'd gotten to Helium Voice, but I wasn't anywhere near there. I'm just gonna go there, I'm gonna grab the fucking Dragon Bone Fist, I'm not gonna fight the boss, because weapons you get for their souls also suck.
That was cool.
Yo, it's the party
Wow.
corner. Holy shit.
Yeah. There wasn't really a right answer at that point.
That was cool and good.
Hanzo Steel.
The only gimmick character, or the only like themed characters I remember from Dark Souls 3 is when me and Godlord played as Steiner and Steiner, which is Steiner from Final Fantasy 9 and Scott Steiner the wrestler.
Scott Steiner's the one you want.
What? Oh, so wait, what are you talking about, Bo? What about Batter Cop? Batter Cop?
I'm talking about from Dark Souls 3.
Okay. I thought you were talking about just Souls games in general.
No, Batter Cop and Batter Cop was the best gimmick.
I remember.
We need to actually finish those at some point.
Why?
Do we?
Because, yes.
Why finish the chalice dungeons when you
When
can
you
also
cannot.
not finish the challenge dungeons?
Because there's like actual lore down there.
There is a little bit of
Then
there's like
fucking
a
read it.
paragraph.
Duh, I would for real rather play all of the rest of Bloodborne than like and stream the whole fucking thing than do chalice dungeons for real. They suck so bad.
They're
Yep.
real bad.
Compile the lore on a page and just read it off. There's your episode. Boom. Chalice
Yeah,
Dungeons.
I will record all of Bloodborne from start to finish, and I will read the lore from the chalice dungeons very slowly so it fits between all the episodes.
Who thought Chalice?
I will do it as Kevin 2, the sequel to Kevin.
I think they can be fun. It's just they didn't do them right.
There's
Yeah, it's
some-
not a bad
Yeah.
idea. It's just a terrible implementation,
there's
and
some
then they
neat
gave up.
bosses down there.
Yeah.
There's cool bosses, but you gotta grind your shit.
This is another reason I
bro,
hate
we're
the
gonna-
fucking broadsword.
Yeah, you gonna switch to the longsword?
Did I get a longsword?
Yeah, you got one from one
Oh
of the
shit.
hollows.
Yeah, fuck the broadsword. That piece of garbage could go right in the trash. I wouldn't go so far to say that the Chalice dungeons are worse than Lost Izalith. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't either. Lost Izalith is godforsaken garbage.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Lost Izalith is
like
pretty
Lost,
bad, but,
Lost
like-
Izalith, like, don't get me wrong. Lost Izalith has like really cool theming and everything, but holy shit, it sucks so bad to play.
Yeah, all my
Here's the thing.
playthroughs.
You don't have to play the Chalice dungeons.
That's true.
That's
The
true.
Chalice dungeons are optional,
Yeah.
unless you just want to like break the game, I guess.
I think my favorite summation of the Chalice dungeons was on when they talked about them on Bonfire Side Chat. It's like, hey, do you like Sense Fortress? Well, what if it wasn't like designed?
Yeah, I always did play Lana 30 Humanity.
I mean, that's the right choice.
Also, that's a thing I admittedly don't like in DS3. They kind of took what the already kind of obscure NPC quest lines in 1 and kind of just cranked them up to 11.
Yeah, like Siegfried and Henri just disappeared from my game. Like I thought I was pretty thorough, completely like missed them after their first encounters.
And like it feels like they took the complaint of 2 where there really isn't any NPC quest lines except for like
Lucatiel.
Motherfucking Lucatiel.
Lucatiel and those 2 Peyton whatever his name
Creighton.
is. Creighton, yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck those guys.
Peter Serafinowicz.
The guy that kinda sounds like Patch is his name.
Oh
But,
man. See, I'm really glad I got a longsword because the L2 being or the R2 being a stab is infinitely better.
Hey, now you got 2 long swords, so you know what it's time for.
It's time to not use the other one.
Just tape them
Oh.
together.
You could dual wield.
You mean I could dual wield?
What you gotta do is tape them end to end, and then you can have a twin blade from Dark Souls 2.
I never used the Twin Blade in 2. Was it any good?
Oh, man.
The fucking
Let
Red
me-
Iron twin blade is
Let me
great.
tell you about the best gimmick from Dark Souls 2, and that's Helicopter Man.
Well, go on.
Twin blades in each hand, and you just spin around a lot.
Yeah, I remember when I got to the basement of Drangleic Castle, I got invaded by Darth Maul. They had a fiery twin blade.
Well, of course.
For the longest time, PvP was just spin to win in that game.
Well, yeah, did you have the halberd? You just spin. Okay, this time I shouldn't get horrifically murdered.
I really like the you know, the lances in DS2.
Oh, it's all about the great sword. Ultra great sword all fucking day.
Well, yeah, I used the great sword in my first playthrough.
I always fucked up the timing, so I ended up just going with the regular great swords.
All about regular great sword to the Fume Knight great sword.
I have actually never done any of Dark Souls 2's DLC.
Oh, the Fume Knight one's pretty good.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
No rats!
Oops.
Yeah, I've watched. Like, I know it's harder. It's like, well, it's easier when you're watching a video of someone play it. But like, I just look at Fume Knight now after playing Dark Souls 3. It's like, wow, like he has tells for his attacks. It's incredible. Fucking Oseros.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker doing his goddamn Bloodborne shit.
Yeah, because otherwise the fight isn't hard. It's just that his strongest attack has no animation to show you it's gonna happen. He just sort of like hovers, and it's a charge attack.
I thought he was really easy.
Other than that, he is super easy. I just got caught by that like 2 different times.
Like, to the extent that I have genuinely no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't do it that often.
Hey, me, to
Just
be
like-
fair, post DLC in this game, that was the PvP experience here.
I know
Yep,
shit
yeah.
all about fucking Dark
Like-
Souls PvP.
Dark Souls 1 PvP, like, I remember watching Color Printer play for a little while, and he got the, was it Dark Bead? And, yeah, he's like, I feel terrible about doing this, but fuck this game's PvP.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't.
Maybe if its netcode wasn't fucking trash.
When I first was heading towards the I don't even think it was the Valgargos, it was just the upper level of the chapel here. Like I got invaded by someone and they had, what was that called, pursuers, when you trade like Manus' soul for. And I just like fighting, I'm like, oh man, he's got a sword. This guy seems pretty tough. And I just get annihilated by like a bullet hell barrage of dark
These
energy. Well,
fucking-
what the fuck was I supposed to do?
These fucking rude
Assholes.
boys. Okay, I'm pretty sure now I can use the Claymore.
Sweet. I'm surprised you go into the Claymore though. I thought most people like the Zweihander just universally better.
Claymore has the longsword moveset, so
Hmm.
You, however, are fat rolling.
well, see, the other component to this build, aside from an enchanted Claymore +5, is the Great Shield of Artorias.
Ah.
So we gotta get huge.
Yeah, we're gonna use the Great Sword to take no damage.
Time to get big.
Having stamina and Equipla be tied to the same stat in this game is so good.
Yeah, that's
I
also
first-
kind of why I like Bloodborne. There's no Quipla.
I don't mind it as an idea, and I think it works fine in Dark Souls 1 and 2. I don't think it works in 3, because I feel like I'm too slow at the lowest equip load. Honestly, like, when I tried the quick step from the daggers, suddenly I'm like, wow, this should just be the default evade. It's the evade from Bloodborne, which is what you should have in a game that's as fast as Bloodborne, not this stupid roll.
Okay, now we need to go back to the undead parish, so that we can get Lautrec out.
Are
Do
you
we
gonna-
want to though?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gonna do the good thing?
You mean kick him off a ledge for his ring? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
The Ring of Flavor Town.
The
No.
Fat Ring.
In any case, like, I think everyone here has established their feelings on which Dark Souls game is good, and which
Yeah.
other one is an evil virus of Satan.
Yes, the
Yes,
best
I
Dark
know.
Souls game is Armored Core Last Raven.
Clearly the best
I
Dark
don't
Souls
hate
game
it.
Well-
is...
Wow, Sid, I'm surprised you didn't say it was 4 answer.
I mean, we know what Zen's favorite Dark Souls game is.
Yeah, Lost Kingdoms too.
Oh no, I was gonna say Metal Wolf Chaos.
My
Well, that's it.
favorite Dark Souls game, if you want me to be totally honest, is Monster Hunter Poca Poca Iroh Village.
No, Metal of Chaos is my favorite Armored Core game.
Clearly the best Dark Souls game is Lord of the Fallen.
Oh,
Don't even
you
joke
joke.
about
You
that.
yourself, yeah.
If the challenge you want is having any fun at all.
Yeah, that's it's really hard to accomplish that in that game.
It's a really hard boss.
yeah, I remember freaking Also, no, I don't think so, Callan. But I remember watching Slowbeef stream Lords of the Fallen a while ago, and
Oh, man.
how he just gave up. Like,
I just hope that eventually people decide to stop trying to make Dark Souls and do their own fucking thing. Like, these games are good because, like, they're the kinds of games that FromSoft wanted to make.
Yeah, and the kind of thing they kind of had been making already.
And, like, you know, their successor to Kingsfield, but also, like, they're not trying to be another game. They're trying to be Dark Souls because they're Dark Souls.
I hear Neo is good, but I understand Neo
Neo's
is only.
weird. It's more like a Ninja Gaiden game, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also only really partially Souls-like.
It's really like, I mean, it's a Team Ninja game, not an Omega Force game, but it is a really like Koei game. You do a bunch of missions and then you do it on higher levels and you get better loot and stuff. Like, I feel like they could have maybe taken this Souls stuff out and it could have just been like Diablo meets Onimusha, but I don't know, it's still seems worthwhile.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked that if it wasn't who published that game.
Koei.
I wouldn't be shocked if
Yeah,
it was
no,
them
like-
trying to push the.
The little
Souls
bit I've
comparison.
played, like, the little bit I've played of Neo is, like, it is got some, you know, some sort of, like, Souls stuff in it. But it's, yeah, like Callan said, it's mostly just the main thing is, oh, you can die and you can retrieve your experience when you die.
Which also means that like Nier Automata is like Dark Souls, which not really no.
It's like Dark Souls.
It's
Still
like-
need to play Automata.
It's like
good.
the
My-
Dark
it's-
Souls
it's-
of Platinum games.
Nier Automata is super good, but, like, the main thing that bugs me is, like, if you die in that game, like, imagine in Dark Souls, when you died, you lost your equipment.
Yeah, losing your chips kind of blows a lot.
Blows total
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, I just reloaded my game at that point.
That game makes me sad. Because I want to like it.
It's good, but I can definitely see why it would turn people off who were, you know, who are mainly
Yeah.
focused on the platinum games
Yeah,
aspect.
I'm looking for platinum.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not,
more
that's
like they
totally
just they just dressed up an RPG with some platinum like
Mechanics.
flair. Yeah, I'm not even really
How do you-
like there are kind of, but it's all flair.
Guy Kasama, how do you like your burgers? Rare or medium?
Speaking
I
of,
don't like roast
I'm
pork.
General from Repla Force.
Speaking of Nier Automata, though, they added a Nier Automata banner to Brave Exvius this week, I think.
Alright, you started playing that.
Technically, I was already, but it runs like ass on my tablet, so now I'm just emulating it.
Oh, it runs bad
What
on
are
a
you-
tablet? Shit.
What are you using to emulate
I mean,
it?
Nox.
I mean, to be fair, Brave Exvius requires a very specific setup. Like
I just have a really
run-
shitty tablet.
it runs great on my my LG G6, but like that's a new ass phone. And it
I'll
is
go for
because it's
the-
like a full on. When you get right down to it, it actually is like a full on RPG.
I'll go for the plunge attack.
Hell yeah, Fainbor Helm.
Nice.
Not gonna
Burn,
wear
you
it.
fucking piggy wiggy. Times like that, I bet you wish it was Bloodborne so you could shove your hand up its ass.
You can shove a sword up its ass. I guess if you have like a Cestus, you can shove your hand
That
up
was
its
still
ass.
my favorite running gag in the LPs. Just D-Vac and CompuFreak constantly being really mad whenever I killed a pig.
It's so
It's
fucking over the top.
It is the most effective
What?
way to kill a pig.
Weren't they not also pretty mad at you not looking at the sky?
That was CompuFreak, but yes.
Well, I mean, it's also very important.
Yeah. They do kind of do it in.
Man,
Three.
that is the thing I really love about Bloodborne, though, is it just atmosphere so fucking right.
Yeah.
Like, all the Souls games did atmosphere right in some way or another, but man, Bloodborne really gets it right.
Lasers
Man,
on thick.
CompuFreak. I'm glad CompuFreak started talking in the chat again right as we're talking about me not looking at the sky.
I mean, why wouldn't you look at the sky? It's important. Need to see the moon.
God, I still need to... I really hope Discord gets screen share by the time the Dragon's Dogma LP is ready to go.
Oh man, I'm so ready for that LP.
Because that's an LP I really want to do live.
But it's locked behind fucking Battleborn.
Yeah.
Well, you can preview Randy Pitchford's next game by just pulling random cards out of your deck, and then if it's a good card, you shoot better, and if it's a bad card, you shoot worse.
Say his
Is
name.
that seriously a thing in Fortnite?
That's... That... Fortnite isn't...
Oh, wait,
is it?
Pretty sure it is.
No, that's not Respawn.
Or no, that's
Pitfall.
that's
the other Call of Duty people.
Infinity Ward? Or
What were we thinking? Infinity War, Treyarch? Are we talking Sledgehammer? Who are we talking?
I think it's Sledgehammer.
I would
Well,
guess
I'm
Sledgehammer.
gonna... Y'all are roboting super hard for me, so I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Oh, actually, Fortnite is people can fly
Oh, cool! This guy's behind Painkiller.
and Bulletstorm.
Well, Bulletstorm was good. I mean, Painkiller 1 was alright, but like,
They also did Gears of War Judgment, which I did not know.
I've heard that was bad.
Was the
I don't know.
re-release of Bulletstorm good?
No.
No, unfortunately.
Well,
The main thing that makes the remake good is that it doesn't require games for Windows Live.
Also, it features Duke Nukem's skin, and that's it.
featuring Duke Nukem from the Duke Nukem series.
Like, literally,
I'm,
you couldn't pay John St. John to say dick 5 times.
We would have probably done it for free.
I mean, write a page from frickin' 50 Shades of Grey for free, so...
Wait, he actually did that?
Yes, there's a YouTube of it.
I guess know what I'm watching after the stream.
I don't think you need to, but you just need to accept the concept that's there.
I know I probably get a laugh out of it.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm not fucking you. Come on. How am I supposed to fucking know? Jesus.
Something about screen sharing?
Oh yeah, that, because,
Alright, so-
yeah, I want... Dragon's Dogma is a game I don't think can really work, with post-commentary like Bloodborne did. I feel
I don't know. Like, I think you can make it work.
Just
Depends.
because almost kind of like the whole scope of the game, it feels like something where if people want me to go somewhere, that's something I should just be
yeah,
able to
that's
do.
true.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, 5% already have screen sharing. Lineback has screen sharing.
Damn it, Lineback!
By the time you do the LP, who knows, it might be up to 20% and you're one of those
Hey,
20.
I got another Lawn Sword and also another Titanite Shard, so I need to upgrade my Claymore to +4.
Bo, you know what that means. You need,
I need
to
to-
wield 3 swords.
I need to use a hat to put an armor to put a Lawn Sword in my armor slot.
But yeah, no, I feel like with both Zen and Vikit, it's gonna be a hell of a time. Because neither of them have seen much of the game.
Dragon's Dogma is really good.
Yeah. Zen has
Yeah.
only played like part of it,
I played like 10% of it.
and then Vicus has only seen what's in the Monster Factory.
Can I just make one complete up about the LP?
What?
Try not to break it with Magic Archer. Go for
You
something
can
else.
you cannot avoid breaking that game once you get into hybrid classes.
I mean,
you have to
true,
go out of
but-
your way to not do that.
True, but like Magic Archer breaks it on a whole nother level than the other higher classes, I feel like.
That is
Mm,
also.
not true. Let me tell you about cheesing the shit out of Damon. You buy a whole
that's
bunch.
gonna
You
be-
buy a whole bunch of blast arrows, and you just go fucking ham on Damon as an
That's gonna be
assassin.
a hell of a thing because I also have not I have never once finished Dark Arisen.
Oh wow, you should probably do that for the LP.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
should-
to be-
You should do it blind in DLP and do it the moment you can.
Okay, I know that much is a bad idea.
I thought I wasn't actually ever gonna finish Dark Arisen until I think Gagolo just mentioned that he ran past it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you can just not try and fight everything because that's not possible. I don't know why they have those enemy arrangements for the first go through of Bitter Black Isle when you cannot possibly beat all that shit.
But
You should fight Death at level 1.
freaking honestly, I might just go through it when it's available just to show it off. But
You can start it when it's available.
To be fair, when I was doing the Bloodborne LP, I had only beaten the DLC once. So
You had at least seen it though, by that point.
God, I'll still never get over the fact that I died more times to the one reborn than Ludwig.
Ludwig's not too bad. It's a good fight, but
Oh God, the freaking
Yeah, I would say probably your greatest adversary in that particular LP was Gravity.
which is
Yeah.
God, that led to so many great moments though. Just me constantly getting lost in that stupid area. Also, yeah, led to me accidentally falling down an elevator.
Happens at least once.
I still say, including those stupid stock flames and one winged angel at the end of the first fight with Gehrman was the stupidest thing I've ever done.
I don't know. I feel like putting Unbreakable over the other cars.
Indestructible.
Indestructible.
Come on.
Indestructible.
That was still Zen's greatest idea.
And then D-Mac.
I
This was
I
the
forget.
emotional moment you put in this stupid song.
What did you put over? Maria again?
Some Catherine song. I forget the exact name of it. I think it was French.
It was it was Lassie and Farandole.
Sure.
It was the one. It's the song by Bizet.
Yeah, okay.
Probably butchered that French pretty badly.
Probably. How do you... God, Zen just trolling DVAC without even being in
You're the one who put it in there.
True, but it was your idea.
Yeah, you didn't have to go with it. You just said no, pick something else.
But who could have predicted that reaction? I mean,
I know,
a
that's...
lot of, more than some of us, but
The only other reaction in the entire LP to a song was freaking CompuFreak just cussing me out when he heard This Is Halloween start playing over the fight with Macintosh.
with who?
Fuck Mikolash.
Yeah, that.
Fuck Mikolash.
Not your
Bye,
not the
fucker.
Twitter enemy.
Oh, did you also see him back
See you fucking later, Latrell.
Later, idiot.
Fuck
Also,
off.
yes, I said Macintosh.
That boss fight's so fucking stupid.
It's yes.
It's stupid.
Don't you- Don't you enjoy a good game of tag?
I just think it's funny because he totally screwed himself out of like everything. So when you
What?
kill him, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna wake up into my corpse and be dead."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God, Mikolash is good.
I fucking hate him so much.
He's the
Nicholas
greatest
is
though.
a stupid ass character, but he sucks as a fight.
Cause, or some say cousin.
Then you learn she's friggin' dead.
Okay, now we need to get this Claymore up to 5, and then we're going to go to Blighttown.
Woo, Blight Town.
I'm assuming you're skipping most of it.
Oh, definitely. Like, we're skipping like 90% of Blighttown, but we're not going to fight Quilad. We're gonna go fight some slugs.
Yeah.
You don't like the headless dragon? A gaping dragon, that's what's called. The sewers?
Well,
I don't even need to. Like, I will need to go in there to get the large ember because like shield and armor needs it. But, like, I do. Other than that, I don't need to go into the depths like at all.
Not missing much, that's for sure.
Yeah, the depths is...
Yeah.
Butchers are kinda neat, but...
That's one thing I like that they took out of 2 and 3, like upgrading your armor.
It's still in 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was good. It's
Yeah, it's
also
in
in 3, isn't it?
No,
No, it's
you can
not.
upgrade your shields. That's it. But
Oh,
shields
I-
count as
what?
weapons, sort of. So. Nah, if you could upgrade your armor, I would have fucking done it.
And it was just more tight net shots you had to grind
Yeah.
for in 1.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do feel like the armor made a really, really big difference in this, though. Like, I had it down to, like, I picked a look I liked, but also I found out, like, I kind of chanced on it, but it turns out it was, like, decimal point specific to me being able to take one hit from, like, a sword or a dagger when swinging my greatsword and not get knocked out of it. Like, I had just enough points. Also, the giant leeches in the Blighttown Swamp, I think, are still like one of the grossest enemies in this game, in like the whole series.
Or
It's 'cause the way
the
they
Definitely.
animate when they jump around. It's just I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like Ray Harryhausen monster movies or something. It's so I don't know, unsettling.
like I'm gonna be fighting them a lot because they have a chance to drop green Titanite shards,
No,
Yeah.
and I need at least one. I think.
You got any coins?
Well, you need
I got humanity.
Are you gonna use the Great Hollow Bonfire?
Probably.
And shoutouts to my first run of this game where I forgot that most people go to the Great Hollow after they get the Lord Vessel, and I went all the way down to Ash Lake, and then I got cursed and could not survive long enough to even kill the clams, so I had to go all the way
Yeah.
back up the Great Hollow.
Can you even go back up the Great Hollow?
Yeah,
You
can.
sure can.
you have to be able to, because what if someone gets there without the Lord Vessel?
Dark Souls, you're stuck forever.
I forgot
Even-
Great Hollow even existed.
Most people do, because it's a very nice and pretty looking area.
Oh yeah,
but
it's a cool
there's
area.
not
It's
much
just
there.
optional.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool, yeah, but man,
I
it's
just
daunting. Ash Lake, though, is a pretty good payoff.
I just like to see a Hydra jump.
Oh, that's specifically Ash Lake.
But yeah, the cool thing about the green Titanite shards from the leeches is they drop them in sets of 5.
Oh.
So we only have to get that drop twice to get all the way up to magic plus 5, which at this point in the game is nonsensically overpowered.
Does anything at this point even have good magic defense?
Not really. Hell,
Because they
most of
generally
the
have
base
low
game,
defenses.
most of the base game besides the DLC, fucking practically nothing stands up to magic in this game.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The only things that are strong against magic are weak to lightning.
Don't. I wouldn't know. I usually went with pyromancy.
Yeah. Well, but the thing that's nice about pyromancy in
Pyromancy.
this game is you can just dabble in it no matter what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need statistics for it. You can just fucking do it.
Also, the flame just needing souls to upgrade was
Thing
really nice.
Thing I loved about original generation Dark Souls 2 before they patched it a whole bunch is the fact that I could have a crystal magic moonlight greatsword.
Yeah. Oh man, I was really annoyed when I got the ember. You need the coal to do dark infusions in Dark Souls 3, and I tried to do it to the dark sword, and it said it was a reinforced dark sword. I'm like, what is this bullshit? I want a dark sword. Yeah, I will say though, like, I don't really mind having used different Titanite to upgrade stuff along different paths in this game. Like, it's not like awesome, but it doesn't bother me much. But it is really nice in 3 to just like get whatever weapon you want and then pretty much be able to upgrade it. I started maxing out shit that I wasn't even really using that much.
Like, it rains Titanite on you in 3 after a certain point.
Yeah, and then once you get the DLC, it's just Slab City. Slab.
Oh yeah, it
slabs.
just dumps them
Oh man, fucking it sucks though not being able to get large Titanite Titanite chunks until like fucking right near the end of the game.
Yeah, you gotta go to... I guess you could sequence break because you can go to Consume King's Garden if you beat Dancer. Like this is a completely different direction. If you can beat Dancer, and then beat Aceros, and then yeah, you can actually get the Gesture and Untended Graves, so you don't have to fight Champion Gundyr. So you get the Gesture, and then when you get to Irithyll Dungeon, you can go to Archdragon Peak.
Speaking of Champion Gundyr, was I like the only one who thought he was a complete and total chump?
He's
Oh, I
not
killed him
bad.
on my first
Yeah,
try.
Yeah, he's
was.
easy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
He's
Because
just
I thought I
done
remember.
Oh man,
Gundyr without a second phase, and he's just a little bit quicker.
He's
I
got
never even
fear.
never understood the point of that area. Like, why is it suddenly all dark and this guy's back again?
Ah,
To raise questions.
beans.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well,
Well,
that's basically what happens when you head into 8-frame city.
Beans.
Well, we got DS fixed, so.
I know.
Div. Dang.
Oh
Ah, we
no, you did. Oh.
Here's one of the things I really don't like about Dark Souls 1. Well, go all the way back, asshole.
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
why wouldn't we? Also,
I'm
it's
pretty
fun.
sure
Or-
I'm pretty sure I've said fucking like a whole bunch in this stream.
Are people who aren't from
Sorry.
America allowed to swear?
Is all of us
Look,
allowed
I'm
to say-
Well, I mean, it'll lead
Kind
to
of
it'll
tired.
lead to a different rating in Austria, but you know.
Yeah, well, SSRB is fucked in that regard.
Sorry, Australia.
We'll change the blood color to orange, and we'll replace all of the F words with like frick and dang.
Oh man,
Austria.
this has...
And that'll change the it's petty over there, right?
I think so, yeah.
You'll have that guy at the beginning of the trailer being like petty 12. He always sounds so fucking mystified by that. He's just like petty 12.
Huh, what does it mean?
When he
Peggy.
like whenever it's like Peggy 6, he's like he's very definitive about it. He's like Peggy 6.
Also, man, Undead Parish having a second elevator that comes up so you don't have to send the other one back. What a great innovation that they only did like one other time in Dark Souls 2, and then they never did
Well,
it
you gotta
again.
you gotta make sure there's a hole for people to fall down so they die a lot.
Yeah, also,
These games are hard.
Resetting elevators in this one is kind of a choice because there's stuff under elevators a lot more. There's nothing under like any elevators in the rest of this series.
All right, so like, fighting. Yeah, the thing about these games being called hard is like a lot of people also seem to compare them to like NES games. None of these games are even remotely as hard as anything on the NES.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, you know, Crash Bandicoot, as we've established, is the Dark Souls of PlayStation 1 games that came out before Dark Souls.
I don't like. Yeah, I think a lot of comparisons like, oh, this game just seems like, you know, it's really hard like NES games or like other games. Like I've played, like, I feel like it's the weird thing I bring up all the time, like Nano Breaker or Rygar on PS2. It's like those games are hard at the end. They're also absolutely unfair. They are
Yeah.
blatantly unfair at the end. Like a lot of PS2 games that aren't even marketed as being harder, I think, are incredibly unfair at the end, and you kind of get through by chance.
Yeah.
Except Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
Oh, that's fuck. Come on, that's a pushover.
That's got like a good last boss, which is even rarer for that genre. But like, yeah, so I don't know, like this is like, yeah, it's hard. But, like, yeah, even like Dark Souls 3, which I felt like got pretty bullshit at times, not nearly as bad.
I don't know, I think most Castlevanias had a good final boss.
Oh no, I mean like specifically for PS2 action games.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I don't find Dark Souls like hard. I just find it punishing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It punishes you for making mistakes, and it punishes you fucking hard.
It also just
Yeah.
punishes you for existing in some cases, like these fucking guys.
You gotta stab him in the butt.
You ready for my favorite part of the game? Is when we get past these guys, we get to go near the machine gun firing squad of fucking throwing matter guys.
God.
Yay!
I love rock guys.
Toxic.
What a
Yeah,
great
maybe
area.
the most punishing status effect in the game should be nearly unblockable and come out of soundless little spit darts.
Yeah. That's just good game design. It's like
Yeah.
Mick Boland said.
I mean, come on. This is something that would fit straight into Battleborn. The embodiment of good game design.
Well, there's not a life system.
There's no lives in this.
God, can you imagine if Dark Souls had lives?
Hellblade. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so that's
Crash Bandicoot.
explicitly not true for that game, actually.
I know.
So hey, Ninja
Crash
Theory, why do
Bandicoot.
What's the lore on those apples or whatever the fuck those fruit are?
Wampa fruits.
Wampa fruits. There.
Yeah, Crash eats them, and when he gets enough, he gets really revitalized, and he feels like he can beat even death itself.
Crash eats a lot of
Also-
them. Crash eats a lot of them, and then he is nourished and is able to survive for another day.
That mask buddy of his, basically the doll from Bloodborne. They're pretty much the same
Also-
character.
Wow, you got some collision detection there.
They're both voiced by Iveta Murdazalova for one.
The hell was that collision?
Yeah,
What,
Dark Souls.
How
you doing, Dark
good
Souls?
Bandicoot.
Shut the hell up, Sid.
My
And never
favorite
say
ending,
that again.
Where Crash becomes a fucking Elder One.
Crash, or as some say, Crash Team Racing.
Nobody says Crash Team Racing.
I do.
Oh god.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we got a full on remake of all the Crash Bandicoot, the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games. I'm not nearly as excited for Crash Bandicoot as everyone else seemed to be.
Nah, well, I mean, it wasn't part of my childhood even a little bit. So I'm just like, oh, those are fine.
Played them a little bit, I've never really cared about them.
I might have been more fond of it had I seen whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Also, man, when you're going down that weird water wheel elevator thing, I just remember that Shiva sets up shop there. Fucking one of the worst possible places to have a shop.
Well, Shiva's also an asshole.
Yeah, why would you trade with him?
What if I want the washing pole?
Is the washing pole the Sephiroth sword?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, fair point, but once
To be
you have
fair,
it,
it
you
is
can
actually
stab
pretty
him.
good. Oh, also the oh no, you have to kill his friend for it, but then you can get the ninja flip ring.
What did that ring do again?
Under
If
a
you
certain-
have equip load, you'll do a ninja flip with more invincibility frames.
Like it used to be you would have to be under 50%, but they lowered it to 25% because everyone used it.
I mean, of course everyone used it. Dodging was the only thing in PvP that seemed to work. Sometimes.
Nothing in PvP ever works. PvP is a myth perpetuated by the Illuminati.
I mean, in this game, backstabs work a lot.
PvP was ruined forever by
What was that,
Pitchfork.
Dark Souls?
Oh, I have to see this.
Watch when I get to this ladder.
Rip.
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
Okay, at the
collisions get a little
bonfire.
Honestly, I
didn't
wouldn't be surprised if
You didn't
if
see me.
it's a
You didn't see me
result
slip
of-
off the ledge and snap to the ladder, Alice.
I must have missed that.
I Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if part of it is because of like the 60 frames per second.
What do you mean? I'm not playing with 60 frames a second.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Just that bright shit.
I kinda just
Yeah.
assumed you were.
I mean, if you were Blighttown would just ruin your computer.
Blighttown.
I think-
Blighttown.
Not
runs
not
perfect
most
for me.
computer.
Not my computer, Alice. You know how my computer is.
Oh,
God, I
God, you
hope
have like
my-
a super machine.
I hope my computer
got-
can handle.
I got the Char Zaku 2 of computers.
I hope my computer can handle both the screen sharing and the recording aspects of.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Arisen's not too demanding. It's an empty.
Well, there's
game.
one.
I'll buy you a new
Alright,
computer if it doesn't up.
Albus, I swear to God.
Oh shit, 5 of them. Nice.
Yeah, like I said, they drop in lots of 5, so
Let me
we
just
only
buy
gotta get
you
one more,
stuff.
and then we are done, and then we can leave Blighttown for a little bit.
Albus,
I think it doesn't even
I-
sell them.
I wasn't gonna bring this up on my birthday because I felt like it would have been like I was asking you to do it, but there's a certain irony in the fact that you're constantly threatening me to buy me stuff, yet you don't even attempt to do it on my birthday.
Because I can't anymore. Steam is fucked.
Oh, does it just
Didn't
straight
you
up
s-
not let you gift things on Steam anymore?
It does, but because I'm in a different region now, because of price differences, I can't gift it to someone in another region where it costs differently. Graslam also tried to gift me something for my birthday and couldn't.
Alright, we can
Weird.
leave!
Yay!
That was fortunate. I would have hated to have been
Good.
here forever.
Also, that's weird. Ragni was able to buy me Pyre just fine.
I mean, I can try, Dub. What do you want for your
I
birthday?
don't.
Buy him Exard.
Freaking! I don't have money for Rev 2.
I'll buy you Rev 2.
Albus.
Fuck you, I'll buy it. You can't stop me.
You're right. I technically can't.
You
I can only
super
yell
can.
at you.
You can't fly over here and stop me from putting in my credit card information before
Yeah, he can. He
I
doesn't have
do the
money.
purchase.
That's exactly.
Remember
I
that
know,
one? Remember that one? I can't remember whose birthday it was. I don't think it was Duff's. I think it was someone else's. But it was like the thing we did was like one person was gonna buy someone a thing, and then another person raced to put their card information in faster so they could gift it to him first.
Oh god, if that happened, I don't remember what it was or
It-
who it was towards.
I think it was towards Swari, if I remember right.
Alright, I just need to talk to Swavi how much payment he needs. You can't
Okay,
stop me.
so here's the hard part: is getting back up the elevator.
Oh,
Also, Albus, it's a fan-made tabletop. I don't need to put that much effort into making my PDF look nice.
Oh hey,
And
Bo,
why
you should
are
go
you
get the.
complaining about it?
There's something in the place with all the dark guys. I can't remember what it is though. It's something important. Oh, it's the thing to upgrade your SS flash. If I remember right.
Oh, what? You mean the catacombs?
No,
Yeah,
like, yeah, you upgrade your SS flash with the whole catacombs. It's very
Well,
hard to
no,
upgrade.
the right of kindling.
Yeah, when you get what you get for beating the easiest boss in the game.
Yeah, but you have to go through the catacombs to get to him.
Uh,
And I mean, I'll be able to
So-
because my weapon will be super good, but like, I don't want to right now.
So
I want to.
Revelator-
I want to make like the last boss I fight before Nito. I want it to be Pinwheel, so that I come in with my fucking enchanted claymore +5, and I just ruin Pinwheel's day in like one hit.
God, that
It
was
sucks.
still my. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it sucks. Is like Pinwheel has one of the cooler like boss themes in the game, but you hear it for like 10 seconds before you kill it.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, right. That's still one of my favorite running gags in Geops LP. Was just pretending Nito didn't exist.
But he's the best of the 4 fuckwads.
Who
Well-
doesn't like us? Who doesn't like Scalomania?
Well, I think the explicit reason behind it was,
Welp, I'm boned.
Oh no.
oh, you got toxic,
no.
didn't ya?
Do you got a homered bone?
Well, hold on.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I'm just gonna have to outlast it for just long enough to get the thing.
Oh, the Firekeeper, so okay.
That,
Oh, yeah.
what was his team name?
It's Ski Bopper John.
Why is it Ski Papa John?
Watch my LP, fricker!
I don't have time.
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna go,
Oh, just in time.
Well, that was a huge waste of fucking time. Awesome, cool game. I love you, Dark Souls.
Yay, Blight Town.
Cradle me to sleep with your strong and manly arms, Dark Souls.
Those two video game crushes, Prince Sidon, Dark Souls.
yeah, just the entirety of Dark Souls.
Prince Sidon because he cares about you so much, and Dark Souls because he fucking does it.
I'm so conflicted. This visual novel is so hard.
Who do I go for, Shark Husband or this box with a disc of Dark
Well,
Souls?
Shark Husband, obviously, but like,
I want
Fucking-
someone
fucking
to,
Breath of the
like-
Wild is a game about husbands, and this is a game about abuse? I don't know.
I want someone to make a visual novel dating sim of just that just has like every character that like the entire internet has latched onto in terms of
Oh my
life and
God.
husbandry.
Oh, it'll be really fucking weird when people get to the fucking Undertale section. Here's fucking everybody in the game.
Do I want to date Sans Undertale or Kazuma Kiryu?
Well, Kazuma Kiryu,
That's not even
obviously.
a question.
Yeah. It's playing more Samurai Warriors 4J. God, I keep forgetting that Hattori Hanzo is voiced by the same guy. It's so weird.
Congrats, Albus! You,
You can-
finally did it.
You can use Takaya Kuroda as a character voice in like most of the 7th Dragon games.
There you go, fucker.
Thanks, asshole.
Teehee.
Alright, this time I'm not toxic.
You
This time I'm not radioactive. That can be good.
You see, the toxic status in this game is a metaphor for the toxicity of the internet.
Blighttown is very much like the internet.
It is!
In that it's filled with shit?
Shit, poison, and a bunch of things that want to kill you.
Also, there's a quick draw katana at the top.
Well, let me close my dock simulator.
Also, weird waifus with fucking be-leg shit.
Oh yeah, I picked up the other Firekeeper soul, didn't I? I should go get it. I should go upgrade my Estus Flask.
Hashtag blessed this flask.
Blestus Flask. Blestus Estus. Hashtag Coney 2012.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not so tough now that there's only one of you shooting 800 million darts a second.
That is one grateful thing in this game. Toxic darts don't respawn.
Oh man, I actually I did part of the forest by this point, so I actually just from killing so many of the little tree enemies, I said they just drop blooming purple moss sometimes, so I add enough to survive all the toxic. I'm like, well, this is good. There's probably supposed to be a challenge here that I'm glad I don't have to deal with.
Oh hey, I got the key to the new Londo ruins.
Every game need a place like this, though.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 has like 4 swamps.
They really like
5.
swamps.
What?
They
Yeah,
really
well,
like
actually,
swamps.
What ones are you talking about? Because there's obviously Farron.
Yeah, okay, I guess, alright, Road of Sacrifices doesn't count as a swamp. Well, it is
It
water
leads
that
to
you fight
Farron.
fucking fast enemies in. That
Stupid
Well-
goddamn
sucks.
crabs.
Yeah, those asshole crabs.
And you can't make yourself go any faster in water
Yeah,
in
it
that game.
sucks.
Let's see. There's the side swamp in the Profane Capital for no reason that has toxic.
Oh,
Uh.
I just did the boss and left Profane Capital. I didn't do all of it.
The swamp isn't actually too bad. Plus the fingerhead enemies in the little side area are kind of funny.
Oh, those fuckwads. I hate
Um,
those things.
Let's see. There's the swamp in.
Dark
The
Souls,
Ringed
please! Please let me know, Dark Souls! Help!
Oh no! You got video games.
Ah,
I'm
that's me yelling. Welcome back to Blighttown, everybody.
Maybe once you get up top, you just completely strip so you run faster. Maybe actually
Probably
just
gonna
do
be-
that right now so you run faster.
God, I'm dying. It's too good. The field Dark Souls started there.
Sure did.
Yeah, it started all over us.
I need those souls to upgrade my fucking claymore though, so I can't die again, or we're gonna be in a world of shit.
Alright, well, I believe in your ability to dodge the enemies, but can you defeat elevator physics?
Fucking,
The
this is
wall.
the most worrying part is because I just know one time it's gonna be like, actually you didn't, and I'm gonna die.
Hey, Bo, you should go get the Crimson set, too. Just go over that wooden bridge.
Would rather not.
The one you pretty much literally cannot escape from because the hit detection will throw you into the abyss.
Okay, so like, I may be alone in this, but I actually really like the Valley of Defilement and Demon Souls. Because it doesn't pull shit like this.
Never
mean,
played
that's
Demon's
cool.
Souls.
I mean,
yeah, I like it because it also fits the
al-
atmosphere.
Oh,
better, I
also, yeah,
feel.
also the atmosphere is really good in that area.
yeah, it's better. Still don't really like it that much.
Anyway, yeah, what were the 5 swamps in DS3?
Oh, I was counting a kind of small area in Ashes of Ariandel. It's actually not that big. Also, does the frozen toxic floor in Consumed King's Garden count? It's
Wait,
not
that's-
really.
I also
Frozen?
skipped.
Yeah, it is, but fucking, it's most of the floor. And then you get toxic if you stay on it too. So
Yeah, I'd say that is pretty much a swamp.
I mean, like big, like
Oh,
fucking
Smoldering
entire
Lake.
Stage is just a giant place of fucking.
Anyway,
horses.
since we're talking about hit collision and saw examples of it a while ago, I'm gonna link that video real quick. Oh no, wait, I think you have expand in your chat, don't you, Bo? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to link it to me.
Oh,
God.
what? What was that floor? Holy shit.
That's like Dark Souls 2 fall damage.
I just love Loon's just what?
Loon can get some pretty good reactions.
Loon is like the funniest person online I've watched.
Raven,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
There's just no
Yeah,
words.
Like I started watching his Fiesta run for this year, and holy shit,
He's
what is
playing
this
2
madman
runs
doing?
simultaneously!
Yes! Like, why? It's mad. Loon doesn't need to prove he's the king of Fiesta. He has already shown it.
Anyway, congrats on getting a Blight combo.
Thank fuck.
It's safe here, although I'll...
Oh, I forgot how it takes a little massaging to talk to another NPC again when they don't move.
That's a lot of damage and magic damage.
Yeah, repairing equipment.
keep you...
Yeah, it's great when you don't have to do it in 2 and 3. And you don't have to do it at all in Bloodborne.
You had to repair your weapons a couple times.
In in Bloodborne, yeah.
I mean, Bloodborne makes up for it for go farm blood vials, you piece of shit.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on consecutive playthroughs, it's not as bad, but God,
Oh,
how
I
much
should,
time I spent grinding
should-
on my first.
I should point out a couple of people from Video Home on. Mihal's playing Sims 3 right now, and I think Black Moon is doing an art stream.
Yeah.
So just as an aside, if you get bored of watching me die in Dark Souls, go watch them. I might set up a multi-stream in a little bit. Okay, so now it is time to actually do light progression.
It's time to walk through the game.
I should probably. Oh, actually, what I really should do is I need to go get. I need to go get spells. So I can actually do that now.
Yeah.
Get spells and never use a shield again.
Oh no, I'm definitely using a shield. I'm eventually going to use the shield.
Dodge isn't that amazing like it is in every other game.
Well, dodging is a fucking non-issue in Dark Souls 2. You can be Emperor bitch shit in that game.
Oh, I love it so much.
Once you level your adaptability.
It's always the first thing I do.
Yeah.
Adaptability
I just kind of wish
20.
they patched it out.
Yeah, adaptability sucks.
What weapon?
Not great.
They took out the Estus tax for difficulty, but they put in the adaptability tax for levels.
Come back soon. Smithing, don't let...
God, I remember when I first realized that, like, I could buy 2 copies of Soul Era.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You
because
can?
yeah,
You
you
can
buy
buy-
it from Rickard and the Griggs.
And
So
yeah, you can get, the more copies you have, you can double up for extra casts.
so you never run out of soul arrows.
Yeah, pretty much. 60 shots, enough to kill
Most of the
almost
early game
everything.
stuff.
Whenever they get around to remaking this or remastering it or whatever, and I mean they will. They should like just have a kind of straightforward remake with just quality of life improvements. But it'd be nice if they had like a Scholar of the First Sin style, like Master Quest thing you could do in the game. Some different item placements and stuff.
Instead of dropping at Filing Shark Ryan, it drops you off directly at Nido.
If I can be
You're
friends with
dead.
her, sure.
That's what Nita sounds like.
Okay, so
Hey everyone, it's me, Gravelord Nita.
so
Wouldn't be
not even
surprised.
not even matched out on my weapon, and my attack rating is already almost 400.
Nice.
Nice.
So I mean, like right now it's at 344. So that's more than enough to kill anything that moves in this part of the game.
Fucking
So you're gonna-
eyeball their knight.
So you're gonna one-shot the gargoyles, right?
Well, not one shot, but it might as well be.
I remember when the bombless box glitch was still in the game, and I transferred over like a +8 fire halberd or something like that, and I did a plunging attack on the Minotaur, and he died in one hit.
My first New Game Plus run through of Dark Souls 1, I had a matched out Lightning Zweihander,
Oh.
and I used to drop an attack on New Game Plus Taurus Demon, and it just died in one hit.
Also, if they remaster this game, they should take a page from Dark Souls 2 and have New Game Plus actually add shit. That's such a good idea, and then they just didn't do it for the next 2 games.
Do you really add anything really interesting though?
There's some additional like enemies and stuff to shake up boss fights, and also the Duke's Dear Freya would attack you outside in Seldora like way before the
Yep.
boss fight.
Yep,
I
and
remember
I
Lost
think
Thunder being
Give me that
fucking
tail.
off with the stupid, like the added enemies. Oh, I hate that shit.
yeah, I think also
Wow.
Nice, got it already.
I also remember her soul being different. Like instead of getting
Yeah.
her soul, you get the thief soul.
Yeah, then they insinuate like every character was like a reincarnation of some form. Or not really even
They
insinuated.
just ate their soul. Just nibble, nibble,
Yeah,
nibble.
Freya was.
Freya's got
I
Seath,
can't-
old Iron King has Gwyn, Rotten has Nito, and Lost Sinner is the Witch Eye Smith.
I forgot who's missing then.
The pygmy.
Well, no, because that's the 3 queens in this story are all Manus. Yeah. What's the 4th major boss in this game?
Yeah, that's the Four Kings, but they have Gwyn's
Right.
soul, so.
Yeah, that's the 4. You got Nito, you got Seath, you got Gwyn, you got the Witch of Islith or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it was the 4 kings. I was
Didn't
forgetting.
Thief not also just have a piece of Gwyn's soul though?
Yeah. No, they technically all have bequeathed Lord's soul.
Yeah.
But that's also separate from. Well, no, you didn't get a soul from Seath to make items with. You had to cut his tail, the moonlight. Yeah, and all his sorceries were you had to buy them from Logan until he went mad and stripped naked.
That's still my favorite thing in the Dark Souls 3 LP of the Super Best Friends. How even after reading the soul of the Crystal Sages, he still thought it was Big Hat Logan.
Big hat. Well,
No, that would be very confusing considering that like there's like 3 or 4 different sources of Logan's magic.
Like Logan was like a big shit sorcerer. Of course he could
Big
like...
shit Logan.
That's me later.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like other people did sorcery.
No, it was only Logan. Nobody else did.
The other thing that's great about the Super Best Friends LP was everyone getting pissy at Pat.
well, that's just Dark Souls.
Because he grinded, which, okay. And then I guess he decided he liked the moveset of the S-Stock, which I guess was broken in Dark Souls 3. So, the fans of the LP got really mad.
Well, yeah, they want to see him die so they can yell at him for not cutting all the dying. Asshole.
Yeah, I included every death, but that's because I was running a death counter. So I felt like I kinda had to. But instead of showing every attempt, I just made a death montage.
But no, the,
What
the community
did-
around Dark
oh,
Souls
go
is
ahead.
extraordinarily shitty.
Yeah,
No question.
but I kinda do wonder what killed me the most in that LP. Probably Orphan of Kos.
Gravity.
Probably. He
Boss is a
comboed you
fuck.
to death a lot.
I love the Orphan of Kos fight though.
Still like
I mean-
Ludwig more.
Ludwig's really good too.
I personally like Maria a lot.
The DLC for the Old Hunters DLC had 3 really good boss fights and a really bad
Lawrence.
one and
I like
a
Lawrence.
really boring one.
What is this fine? He's just like the cleric beast again, but with a spicy trail.
Yeah, he's the Ken of cleric beasts.
The frickin' whatchamacallits, I don't remember their
Living
names.
Failures?
Failures.
They're just like I feel like they're just a fake out.
Yeah, but why did you have to give him so much damn health?
Much them health and they punch really hard.
Well, they are a boss.
They're a DLC boss, so they're. I'm glad you were able to exercise restraint and not use an infinite loop of parries on Maria.
Well, okay, you remember my reasoning for that, yeah? It
No?
was
Didn't wanna
because
choose the game.
the first time that I fought her, I beat her on my first try, like really easily. So I wanted to show her off. Then I proceeded to get my ass kicked.
Gotta take Maria seriously, man.
Yeah.
She's not that hard, but you give her an inch and you're fucking dead.
God, she's such a cool fight though.
She's a good boss.
And if you
Yeah,
want to
she's
get her
a really
weapon,
good
you
fight.
have to beat the hardest encounter in the entire Souls
God.
series. 2 giant fishmen in a tiny well.
I have never actually beaten them legit every time I use the Shaman Bone Blade.
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone does.
I think the only DLC boss in a Souls game that was like a complete pushover is like Champion's Gravetender. Like
Yeah,
that boss.
a
You
dude.
fucking walk through, and then one of the big wolves you already fought.
It's like the same
Uh,
one, isn't it?
Oh,
Basically.
3. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the Smelter Demon in 2, like
Well,
the
you already
DLC
fought that. I
one.
don't really count that.
Yeah, it's just the magic smelter demon.
God, like what? They couldn't even called it a different name. Like they just called it Smelter Demon.
I mean, to be fair, it's supposed to be like the same place, isn't it?
Furnace Demon. There.
Technically, I guess don't know if
I
it's
forgot your name
supposed
was
to be.
Spangus.
They could have like called it Melter Demon or something.
Melter
Demon,
Demon.
Melter demon.
Water heater
Smelter
demon.
demon. Felter demon.
Like even like Lawrence was the same friggin' way, but at least he was Lawrence.
Car sitting in the sun demon.
Enjoys long walks on the beach, Demon.
Likes pina coladas demon.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, the
yes,
Dark Souls
actually-
2 DLCs are weird because like there's a main path on them that's really good and that like has pretty cool gimmicks. And then there's side paths in each of them that fucking suck. They're just really, really bad. Don't know how the same people did both.
At least the Ash one leads to fighting Sir Alon.
Yeah.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, Sir looks good. But yeah, the Gang Squad sucks. The two
God.
King Spats suck.
Yep. Oh,
you know what's a better, you know what was a better version of the Gang Squad? Shadows of Yarnum.
Yeah.
Even then, the Shadows of Yarnum are kind of dumb. They're one of the worst bosses in Dark Souls, I would say.
Really?
They just kind of feel tacked on. They don't really feel special, especially because you just fight them in the Nightmare of Mensis later. So they just don't have the same.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot
story
of monsters like that.
Yeah, I mean, story-wise, it kind of fit in like these are like the thing that's pulling the string in Yharnam, and then when you get into the dream, there's more of them because this is where most of the School of Mensis went.
I think the actual lore reason is that
They're like
they
the guards of the
always-
labyrinth or some shit.
they always precede freaking Queen Yarnum or whatever her name was.
But
they're
what
like
is
the
the
bodyguards
lore
or some shit.
of the Dun Pie?
Well, you see, Gehrman took a shit once. It was a really big, but really good shit.
God.
They just cut it into pieces.
Wait, that's not in Bloodborne, is it?
Yeah,
Joy-
that's not even in Bloodborne!
No.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Join me for my
Then, don't spoil Bloodborne 2, please.
join me for my 10-hour expository on Bloodborne's lore. Where is the Dun Pie from?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil Dark Souls Cross Bloodborne, but it's out of the bag.
Project
Cross-
Cross
Man,
Souls.
I would buy a Dark Souls Cross Bloodborne.
You,
Even though it make no sense.
Oh no, they'd have to do Demon Souls Cross Bloodborne.
Also,
So just
fine.
be rapidly rolling dual katana skeletons fighting Shadows of Yarnum.
Fine. Gwyn took a big shit. There, are you happy? Gwyn took a shit.
There we go, yeah. that
Gwyn
makes
took a shit is like the best explanation for the whole fucking series.
Yeah, honestly.
Kinda, yeah, actually.
kinda.
Also cool, if I hit the spacebar, the game locks up.
Oh.
Nice!
Oh.
Yeah.
I was what for a second my screen was frozen.
Dark Souls doesn't like you talking about its lore like that.
Yeah, it's got Pitchford ears. It knows. It hears. And it doesn't
I'm still
like
really proud of my suggestion to make Pitchfork and oh no. Like, just...
Oh yeah, Zen,
Just-
did you see those emotes?
I did. Oh, don't worry.
So, Dub, when are we...
You know
When
now,
are we
whenever you link
doing-
a Battleborn update, you have to use like 8 of each, right?
No, that would
in
just break it
Discord-
again.
In Discord, yeah, I'll do it, but I can't actually do it in, like, you know, the LP zone.
Just
Take-
post pictures of it.
Yeah, take pictures.
Also, Dub, when are we recording the next thing so I know when to reinstall
I don't
Battle?
know.
It occurs to me I didn't open the gate.
Oh no!
Fuck.
It's okay, I don't need to go that way.
Just reinstall it anyway, all this.
Just run off the tower up there with the
I guess...
I need to reinstall it too. I'm gonna reinstall it on my external so it doesn't taint my hard drive.
Are you recording?
Hey, Dark
or
Souls,
is
could you
Zeta
chill
still
for like a
recording?
second?
No, it's Dark Souls. and
No,
you're
it
playing a
has
Black
no
Knight.
chill.
This Black Knight is the Dark Souls of enemies. See?
Your 100% physical blot doesn't mean anything.
Not to my overhead.
got overhand strikes. Yeah.
Wow.
Not quite Dark Souls 2 with the fucking tracking overheads for days.
At Dark Souls 3, where shields are basically useless.
Listen, they worked for the first 2 hits of the 10-hit combo.
Yeah, every fucking thing in Dark Souls 3 has like a billion hit combo.
I still don't really know what they expected you to do when you fight the Corvian Knights in the DLC. Hey, I could just do the Berserker Barrage from fucking Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, they go a little nutso.
Where it's like, hey, I have a rapier and also Wolverine claws that I can throw as knives and they fucking break your boys. Oh, you got them. Oh, the knives fucking suck. I was really looking forward to getting that weapon, and then the knives were really, really bad.
I never.
They were fun.
They're fun to use, and like, yeah, you can slash with them and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
they
man,
suck.
The knives are so much worse than when they get used on you.
From what I understand, I am not missing much from not playing Dark Souls 3's DLC.
There's like, the thing kind of says there's some cool stuff in them, but yeah, like Ashes, I think you could just skip.
Yeah.
Sister Frieda is like 2/3 of a cool fight, and then it just has a third
And
phase.
then it decides it wants to go on for too fucking long.
I mean, also, so of course they do so much more to use it. All enemies in Dark Souls 3 have like a bazillion strength or something.
I liked Ashes. I don't really know, but whatever.
Okay. Also, the followers have some like pretty cool setups. Like their designs are pretty boring, but they do have some like they're not individually hard, but they do have smart setups that are like, oh, I have to like think of how to get around this. And then once you figure it out, you know how to do it. Like Dark Souls 1.
I hear Ring City has some neat stuff in it.
Ring
It has some
City.
neat stuff. It also has one of the worst stretches in like an entire Souls game of like being absurdly difficult.
Is it that one with all the archers?
No, that one's actually not so bad because you can cheese it with a bow, like a great bow. No, it's there's a part where you're down, like on this approaching the streets.
Dark
and there's
Souls, for
3
God's
giant
sakes.
Oh God,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. There's 3
Cool.
giant
Well-
enemies and a bunch of the enemies that can like attack you from a distance with magic circle things they summon under you, and also lightning throwing hollows. And after you get past the first 3, 3 more pop out of the swamp at the bottom.
So it's worse than the two big fishmen. in
Fucking
Bloodborne.
awesome.
No,
Oh,
not that bad.
right. Oh, no, okay, that's not what I was expecting.
God damn it! I hate attacks like that. Where I hate the fact that it takes like 9 million years to stand up, and by the time you do, the Dark Knight has already started another attack, so you're going to die.
Yeah. Like, really, I don't know. I think a lot of people fight that one a lot later than other Dark Knights just because it's such a
Well,
tough setup.
I only needed it to get above 20,000 souls, but then when I died and came back, I got more.
Yeah.
So I just needed to get my souls, and then I can buy the key I need.
Also, man, those I didn't ever think about it. Those hollows have a pretty massive backstep.
Yeah, compared to the crappy one you have.
Compared to the one that's like not good in any Souls game.
Another example of things that are better when enemies use them on you.
Like, okay, the backstep is good for just doing a running attack without building up any speed, but like for actually backstepping, it's not good for
It's,
like
not quite Alucard's backstep, that's for sure.
yeah. Like there's just not really any attack that if you can see an attack coming like that, you can just walk backwards and get more distance. And if walking backwards isn't enough, then you have to roll, because backstepping's also not good. Well, I guess... Well, no, there's a backstep in Bloodborne, isn't there? Separate from the back
Yeah.
dodge.
At least I think so. I don't remember if I ever used it. Me, the foremost expert on anything Bloodborne. I did an LP once. I'm
Yeah, tell me,
qualified to
Dr.
talk.
Bloodborne. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Blood.
The blood and the moon. The moon of the
Just
blood.
it just reminds me that DVAT called Battertop Sheriff Bloodborne.
Yeah, I was actually talking to her about it. I think I was just talking about Dark Souls 3 for me, like replaying it or trying out New Game Plus and uninstalling it. She did say like one thing that she forgot to mention in the LP that she wanted to talk about is just like everyone's like, you do inject blood, like a lot of people are just like eating blood, and blood tastes really gross.
Well,
Not
not
if
if
you mix it with vodka.
not if anything in the frickin' item descriptions for some of that shit is anything to go
Oh, yeah.
by.
Instead of blood being actual blood, it means sweet heroin,
Kinda, yeah.
Kool-Aid heroin.
I said this before, but one of the things that I would
Yarnum
find
the
hilarious.
Yarnum the Kool-Aid heroin queen doesn't ring off the fucking tongue as easy.
Well, one of the things that I would find hilarious to do is LP Bloodborne again, but this time it'd be like a co-op LP, and I'm guiding someone like Grassland through the game.
Do you want to do this? I can get that arranged.
Don't spend like $420 on.
Does it? Yeah,
Well,
Grassland
okay,
doesn't
do
Yeah,
have
weed
that.
number.
Grassland doesn't have a PS4.
Do that,
Last
but
I-
also.
Last I heard, her parents were gonna buy a PS4 because the mother wants to play some games on it.
Oh, I
She wants
see.
to play Lords of the Fallen.
Oh no.
Apparently,
Well, like-
Grassland's mom is really into JRPGs. So.
Yeah, she wants to play 15 on it.
Okay.
Oh. I was gonna say Persona 5.
That probably too.
Oh shit, I forgot about reinforcing stuff at a bonfire.
Because it never came up at any point after the first game.
Bonfires are so useful in this game.
Yeah, bonfires to everything, and then they decided no. They
I guess there's
shouldn't.
teleporting, so whatever.
Oh, I guess I should go kill Havel.
Get his ring.
Yeah, so I can actually wear armor.
But yeah, to do that, all this, I would need a capture card.
Get yourself an Elgato.
I will
Maybe-
buy Grastam and Elgato.
Your computer also has to be kind of strong for it.
Yeah, I remember Grasslam's computer self-destructed during the charity stream, trying to restream Tolvo's stream, so that we could do commentary over Lords of the Fallen. Because then
I'll
afterwards,
buy
it's like,
Graslam
my
a
computer
better
exploded.
Also, like, yeah.
Okay, fuck,
Now that
Prince of Austria.
now that I fucking now that I fucking got a capture card, I don't think I could ever just use the share button to stream again. Like,
But we're not allowed to say fuck on this stream.
oh, I see. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I violated the rules of my stream.
We're in
Oh,
international
shit.
waters.
Like-
It's different now.
like if we're doing a charity stream and that's a rule where we try not to swear, I will do my level best. It's very hard. Retail has made me a salty man.
You're making the stream non-advertiser friendly. Thank you very much.
Some of my videos are non-advertiser friendly now.
Well, that's your fault, asshole.
Well, maybe you shouldn't said fuck so much, you
Hold on,
fucker.
let me look at the ones that are actually non-advertiser friendly now.
Sup, Havel?
Why is
Think
Havel
about-
just here?
Yeah, you ever think
He
what
was
Havel's life must be like? Just like hanging out by a door in case anyone comes in for his whole existence.
But yeah, here are my non-advertiser friendly video. The Grab Dead Island LP.
That could be for
Uh,
many reasons.
That really awful round of Dead Center we had during the charity stream.
Oh my god. Oh, that was
Isn't it-
something.
Does YouTube actually just have like a list of non-advertiser friendly ones?
Yeah.
And also, why should I give a shit?
Are you gonna make this sweet internet money?
Presumably,
Yeah, well,
when people subscribe to me on Twitch, which is the thing you should do, viewership. But only if you liked me enough.
how many chops have we gotten so far?
Not enough, apparently.
The Fight Against Orphan of Kos episode.
Well, yeah, it's got indestructible.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
but that
like,
hasn't gotten content claim.
No,
It's
you
just
see,
not suitable for
No,
advertising.
it just knows.
people will see that Indestructible's in it, like, oh man, I love specifically that Indestructible is in this Bloodborne Let's Play, and the people are getting mad about it, and I'm going to give this person money specifically because Indestructible
Like,
is in.
If it
That's
were,
how copyright works.
if it were up to me, if it were my choice to choose what my job was, I would be like, hey Capcom, give me Monster Hunter World early, and I will show off the whole damn game to everybody. And
like,
then
actually,
and then one guy on YouTube will correct me at every possible time.
Actually, this game I haven't played, I know it way better than you. So fuck you.
okay,
Ac-
like,
Actually, it's pronounced great swords.
It's actually Griat.
You should get a lance. Lances are the best. I masturbate regularly to lances.
any video in which I have fuck in the title.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also,
I'm being
the
really-
way you
I'm being
the
really
way you
mean
said
to
that,
the-
Bo.
Good.
The way you said that made it sound like it wasn't them saying they masturbate regularly to lances. Like you were saying, please, I masturbate regularly to lances. I
Yeah.
think I know a thing or
I know
two."
my way around a lance. Thank you very much.
No, but like
He thinks
I'm-
you're the
I'm-
loser here.
I'm being very mean to this internet man, but like God, I would be lying if I said it didn't piss me off a little bit every time I got a comment. It was just like, oh, actually, this thing you said at fucking 42 minutes and 20 seconds in this hour-long video of Monster Hunter was wrong, and it was the only thing you got wrong.
Ultimate.
And it was the only thing you got wrong. But I feel that if you say this, you're just awful at the game. That was the kind of tone I got from that.
Yeah.
Commentary list video that I live streamed from my PS4 of me fighting the cleric beast for the first time. That's
What?
non-advertiser friendly for some reason.
Might be offensive to clerics who
Yeah.
partake in the blood and then become a beast.
The fucking clergy hate you so much.
A stream highlight of Borderlands 2 where a guy glitched out.
Oh, that's because Randy Pitchford wants that money.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming for you.
Like every Lost Tapes riff.
Oh,
It's just kind of unfortunate because those were actually making me money.
Well,
people are asking for them.
to be fair, Lost Tapes is copyrighted material, dump.
Yeah, but only one actually got hit with a copyright claim. This is this is just not advertiser friendly. Like, there's an actual difference between whatever the hell this is and copyright claims.
Well, we gotta do another one because that guy wanted one.
I mean, I never upload Q. I never edited that, so there's still that. Only the first episode of the Pathfinder recordings we did. Just the first episode, and it even has assholes in the title.
What about the Battleborn LP?
All those are fine.
Yep.
Not
Those
even
are fine.
Not
We
even
swear.
content claimed.
We're swearing those like a shit ton.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
All
I
I'm
just
saying-
remembered something.
All I'm saying is that if Darkside Filton did a job doing this, with how much he swears, I'm pretty sure we're okay.
Well, shit.
Battleborn
Like that.
gets you money. It's advertiser friendly because Pitchford wants you to finish it. It's his little carrot in front of you.
Then
Once
why
you
is
finish
he
it, they're all
cursing?
gonna get struck.
He can't.
Why is he
can't finish
cursing
unless
the
you finish
LP then?
Battleborn.
Also, actually, no. Not every video with the word "fuck" in it has been deemed not content friend or not advertiser friendly. I have a video of a stream of a Pokemon fan game that says "Hey fucker" in the title. Apparently, fuck isn't advertiser friendly, but fucker.
But yeah,
is.
maybe it's somebody's
Yeah, hold up
name.
a sec. I gotta get somewhere safe because I just heard what sounded like my subscriber notification.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Albus.
Oh, hey, thank you, Albus.
Albus09 just subscribed. Hey, Albus09 out in the chat. Thank you. What's
Shout
up, man?
shout outs to my boy from Austria, Albus.
Now you need to come up with a name for people that follow you. I'm sorry.
But oh shit, now I got no. See, now I actually have to. I have to come up with a subscriber emoticon.
Patience.
Yeah, they're patients.
Yeah, they're your patients.
Dr.
Oh
Patience.
yeah, just I've Doctor Hospital on just. Hell yeah, that'll be good. Congratulations on becoming my first patient.
Thank you.
Patience is a virtue.
But no, for real, like I actually really appreciate that.
Instead of giving the bro fist, you just pump IV into them.
You could also call us the shoes
It is-
since you're
it's
the
an-
Broham.
It's an intravenous drip of content. In that if I were still doing Monster Hunter, you would get one episode roughly every 4 million years.
I mean, hey, it's more often I upload Battle Plot.
So hey, here's the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go get the Enchanted Ember.
Speaking of which, y'all freakers need to watch the latest episode.
Of,
I still haven't
Battlebond.
watched the first episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I saw it. It was good. So good.
Working on my own shit, alright? Come on.
Fucking food break.
It's always time
Oh,
for
wow,
a food break.
Okay, you guys can get over here for
Hey,
a second.
Duff, did you know that Taco Bell doesn't sell hamburgers?
I love those fucking mushrooms.
Mushrooms are the greatest.
He just
Ow.
punched you in the back of the head.
Ow. Please stop. I'm your friend. You guys are mean.
Yo, these Q combos.
I'm
Jesus
going
Christ.
home. Oh god. We need to chew up Chew's theme. It's really good.
Yeah. Also, you looking on the stairs, like that's where what Beatrice's summon is or whatever, I think, right? Or some other set of stairs. But I just thought it would be funny because they never say her name in the game because she's just like a summon NPC. But if she came up in lore in Dark Souls 3 and then it turns out her name was pronounced Beat Rice.
Mmm, delicious beet rice.
Do I seriously not have any homeward bones?
Oh, buddy. You
Because
can make it back to a bonfire.
oh no, the bonfire, that's not a bad deal. The reason I wanted a homeward bone is because there's a set of armor I want to get here.
Oh.
But it's all the way on the other side of this fucking continent, so
I mean, you
Yeah.
could just go and fight Sif right now while you're at it.
I could, but I'd rather not.
As much as I like the interconnected world of Dark Souls 1, God, bonfire teleportation is so useful.
Oh my god, I
So
love
good.
it.
Alright, let's see if there's any Homer Bones and Darkwards. Darkwards, Guardwards.
Darkwards, Godlords, yeah.
Oh well, I've only got 335 souls now. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, okay.
The main thing is like if I die, I lose 3 humanity, but like I can get more humanity.
Are you gonna get Ferris's hat?
No, I don't care about that.
What?
I'm gonna go get the Eastern set because that chest piece is super cool.
That is true.
Are you gonna get,
Ferris, he's got a bow.
not gonna get his bow?
That's about it.
I.
She's got a.
Oh.
That's right, I'm sorry. I forgot who the fuck that even was.
Oh.
Well, it's because they never talk.
Oh shit! Hi.
Oh, and there she is. What a.
Please ignore
Oh.
the man in armor running desperately for a cliff.
God, I remember I wanted to wear the Eastern armor in 3, but that's one thing is like it lets you make characters with muscular builds, but if you make someone who's like really big, then all the like any remotely flowy armor looks kind of bad. I guess that's
They're
just what it's
freaking,
like in
like-
real life.
Horrifying ogre.
Well, I think she's horrifying to you.
That's what I'm going for.
You described
Fucking
your
rip.
character. You described your character as what if it was Monster Hunter, but you play as the monster.
So that's not even accurate because I
Oh,
don't remember weird
wow.
gremlin people.
Fucking trees.
I
That one
mean,
just fell!
what if the hunters are the real monsters all along?
That's what every character in Bloodborne says. There's so many fucking characters that say, no, you're the evil fox, even though I eat people. Oh.
You're the evil fucks.
Yeah, it's specifically that. Although, to be fair, it's just Jura and, the Dark Beast guy.
The guy who turns into a beast.
That's still probably my favorite thing if people, like, attack him. All of a sudden, oh, you're fighting a boss from one of the Chalice dungeons!
I mean,
Yeah.
he is eating people.
Yeah,
That is that is pretty funny, but like I am kind of glad that the beast possessed soul gets used again in the Chalice dungeons because in the main game it's just at the bottom right before the abandoned workshop. Like, what the fuck was that thing?
know
God.
why it was actually there. Now that I
Also,
think
what
about
the
it.
fuck is a beast possessed soul? That's like just a word salad name.
That happens a lot in Dark Souls. It feels like sometimes.
Like, yeah, but that's like a
I-
next
Soul,
level.
soul.
Because soul isn't like a thing that comes up in Bloodborne. It's like beast possessed soul hollow nexus.
I
Blood.
didn't realize how late it got. I
Good
could
night,
probably head to
Albus.
bed.
Thanks again
Night.
for Galtigar.
You better enjoy it, you fucker.
I will.
I thought you were gonna say Galgun. I was
Galgun,
I was
yeah.
very concerned.
God.
The moment I buy a Galcon, you can just block me on
Yeah, that's
Twitter and
fair.
Steam.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Ferris is a dude. Never mind. The person using
Have a
the
good
armor
night.
is a lady. Yeah, anyways. Wait.
Good night.
Oh wow, that tree
What you talking about?
wants to sit at the bonfire with you.
It's fine. I love the ragdoll so much. So glad they
Okay.
came back for 3 and
Need to
Bloodborne.
need to go do some more stuff to my Fashion Souls game just right.
It's the most important part.
If there's one thing that Dark Souls and MMOs have in common, it's that fashion is incredibly important.
Well, yeah.
That's just good game design.
You don't want to look like shit, killing everything. Like, come on.
I wish
God,
they'd
there's-
localize Monster Hunter Double Cross that has the transmog so you can actually do fashion.
Well, we don't know if that's a thing in World yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be
that's the
fair,
thing.
we don't know that much about World.
I hope
Aside
it's in
from
World.
that, you know,
It
no
exists.
load screens between areas, and also everything pre-core is still in there.
We've removed all the monsters, but everything else is still there.
Anyway, talking about fashion just reminded me about this. If you haven't seen that video, it's pretty pro-click.
That's good.
Wait, where am I going?
The ending is what makes it for me.
Yeah.
It's my ass-kicking outfit, bitch.
Oh man, Sunloncho actually faved one of my tweets that was burn on Jonathan Blow. Didn't retweet, but I think he just tries to keep this timeline positive. But like, yeah, it's like
God, I
saw
More
it.
like Jonathan Blow. Get it? Because he.
thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't.
Pro ZD. It's
I
such
can't-
good videos.
It's really good stuff. But like, I can't get my fashion name totally right though until I go to the Dude's Archives.
If only there was
Yes.
Ben Carl.
Man, I do like some of the outfits in this game. Like, oh, 2 also has this problem. So it's like, as soon as you die, you look really gross. So any outfit that like would have be kind of cool and have like not be fully armored suddenly looks gross. It's like, oh hey, my this outfit has fingerless gloves, and now I have little sausage fingers instead.
Yeah, at least
Oh,
like
this
tree
has
roots.
does. This one doesn't have shoes. Now I'm just fucking gross meat slapping on the ground. Which is definitely an advantage for Dark Souls 3 since you don't Like Dark Souls 3 and Demon Souls.
Going to the dude's archives. It's a whole bunch of books on how to make White Russians.
I mean, they are delicious.
Seath was obsessed with Jaeger bombs, which all the dragons enjoyed except him.
That's how they get their scales.
Until Gwyn called the cops on the dragon.
I didn't realize Gwyn was a friggin' narc.
He's a fucking. You don't think Gwyn would be a fucking narc?
Gwyn, Lord of Police? Certainly not.
Yeah, Chief of Police Gwyn, right here. Here's my fucking badge number.
God, what LP was it in that the best friends were talking about Jesus being a narc? I remember that being a really good bit, but I don't remember where it came from.
That just reminds me of this one Vine where it's like, this girl being like, "Welcome to Bible study. We're all children of Jesus," and it's like zooming in on someone doing, like, it looks like either Adderall or cocaine.
Hey, never said anything about cocaine in the Bible.
You can probably
Also, God.
take a guess as to why, but...
No,
You
it
almost
wasn't.
got great off the edge again.
Again, these fucking things, man. They got like a gravity to them. They're
Most
stupid
powerful
hitboxes.
tail attack of any dragon.
Deadly as fuck wing grab. Let's see, who has really ridiculous grabs in fighting games then?
I mean, let's see. Conrad's is pretty funky. Hager's is great. Where he fucking grabs you in the air and giant spins you and throws you to the fucking floor.
Do Kara throws from Street Fighter 3 count?
Sure, why not? Clark from King of Fighters, his grab is fucking great. He
Oh
tosses you in the
yeah.
air, just fucking puts you in the rack and just throws you to the ground.
Super Argentine backbreaker. Because he has that in Metal Slug 6 also.
Of course. When Geese grabs you for his fucking counter, that's pretty good.
Still can't believe Geese isn't fucking Tekken.
It's great.
Yeah,
You know,
I
people
was.
are complaining about that.
Of course. People complain about anything. How could you put Geese in Tekken? Who the fuck even is this?
No,
What do you
they-
mean, who the fuck is this?
They complain because characters from previous games are missing, and how dare Namco add in a character that's not even from Tekken before adding in those characters.
Yeah.
Oh god, you can't play as Ogre? Oh
You-
no.
I want to play as Ogre.
You know,
Yeah,
you
but
might,
come on.
you might
Geese.
say that the complaints are predictable.
Very predictable. They cannot escape from long. Well, you know, your character's not.
Let's see. I could go do Blighttown now and just be done with it.
You're right there.
Might
Rip
as well.
that band-aid off.
I mean,
And also, I am much more
You are
survivable
equipped.
now.
By which you mean you have equipment.
It helps.
hey, longsword's pretty good if you upgrade it.
I think people are also complaining about Geese because, oh, another person with projectiles. Ugh, God damn it.
People got really mad about Kumon. Just looking at scrub quotes.
If I wanted
But
to play
you
Stone Fighter, I'd play Injustice.
But you can sidestep. Like, that's the thing why everyone said Jinpachi was so easy in Tekken 5. Because I was like, oh, he's so hard. I was like, oh, just sidestep, idiot. And all of a sudden, no one can sidestep anymore.
I
When a
don't.
character's not from Tekken, they're impossible to sidestep. Oh.
Now,
Yeah, I'm back here.
Where?
Stay garbage, Blighttown. Stay garbage.
Oh, you already did the bell gargoyles. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah, I kind of murdered the crap out of the Bell Gargoyles.
You kind of more or less have to do Blighttown, huh?
Well, I have to do the part that has Quelaag in it.
Yeah.
The Kellogg's domain.
Yeah, that.
Kellogg is here, and he's gonna make cereal so you don't masturbate.
Best cereal lore.
Is that like your favorite non sequitur or something? Cause you used that during Jersey Devil too.
What, about
It's-
Kellogg making cornflakes to prevent people from masturbation?
Yes.
Yeah, cause it's great.
Oh, Bo, you could do the asylum.
I could. I'm not going to, because that fucking sucks.
You get a Titanite slab. Oh, wait, you don't use those with this.
Don't need it.
You could do the catacombs.
Go to the asylum and fight the
Look,
stray.
if you want to go to the Bone Zone Dup, you can do that on your own time.
The stray demon, who is locked in an underground room. The most stray of them all.
It has like fucking Reinhardt level hitboxes. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember being really confused as to how I was being hit.
Doesn't mean anything to me because I don't play Overwatch.
They're fucking dumb and make no sense.
Yeah, I just assumed that's what happened.
'Cause every attack Reinhardt has is stupid and has a hitbox that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Fire strike.
That may
charge,
explain-
hammer.
That may explain that while I did play Overwatch at that one point, that was probably why I liked Reinhardt so much.
Because he's just a fun character.
Gotta get that grandpa tech.
By the way, as an aside, post that video. I didn't remember the name of it, and I didn't want to search through ProZD's YouTube channel. So I just looked up "This is my ass kicking outfit, bitch," and it came up. And I'm very happy about that.
I still enjoy that. I still enjoy that he came up with the name Sostay Bostay.
His anime videos are so good. Good old Cherem anime.
Or like the ones like when anime tries to like pad out the time of an episode. Why are you still waiting? Cut to me. Anyways, why are we doing this? Cut back to her.
I love.
It's time for the great T-Race.
Fucking Naruto.
Fucking Nalt.
That fucking
And his son,
Narn
Bort.
Bort,
Yeah,
Nalt,
Narn and
Bort.
Bort.
Oh yeah, that plunge attack with your heel attack. Did something else happen?
No, I'm just still laughing at Narn and Bort.
It's real. I should use the bonfire.
Yeah.
Be real bad if I died to Quelaag and had to do all of that again.
Yeah.
A little bit.
One of these days I'm gonna... Well, I did it in Dark Souls 3, but... One of these days in another game, I will actually do a Butcher's Knife run, because I really like that weapon, and I never ever, like, actually commit to using it.
Man, the Butcher's Knife in Demon Souls is so fucking good.
Yeah, that's a whole other level.
I
It's like, do you want
tried.
this game to be easier now?
I tried
That's the-
downloading a Naruto Mobage and it crashed on launch.
Did you just say Mobage?
Mobage, it's gacha game. There's like 2 different names for that.
Yeah.
You know, it's MOBA day, right?
Really?
Yes.
It's a
Oh.
Japanese, like an anime.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Well, and so people pronounce that anime, so I guess Mobage is.
Mobage.
Mobage is
What?
pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
I never heard it pronounced out loud. They cut me some slack here.
No, for real, I'm gonna start calling them Mobages now.
Well, no, just the plural is Mobage, like garbage.
It does
Just mo-
sound like a
because
combination
most of them are.
They are. Most.
Same with MOBAs. Except with MOBAs, 100% of them are.
But Zombas 100% are great.
No, you never even played
No,
it.
I didn't.
You have no concept.
It's great. It's a great game. I've never played it.
Listen, it's not an MMO FPS. It's a PONES, a persistent world network shooter.
Is that something someone actually said?
Yeah, I can't remember what game it was for. Maybe Warface.
I was
Remember
gonna
that
say,
a
was
game
it
called
Fire?
Warface exists?
Let me Google this.
I'm sure that at this point, like, there's pretty much any word
Alright.
combined with war.
Alright, Quela's one of the
Yes,
few things
the
in the
answer
games
is
that's resistant to
yes.
magic.
Oh, yep.
Well,
Split that damage.
For the record, yes, there's a game called Warface. It is it is
Yeah, I know.
called Warface, the shooter that has it all.
except fun.
Life.
That's my 2 war cents.
Anyway, how's this going, Bo?
It's doing about as well as to be expected.
Oh, I mean the big blast attack isn't
Yeah, the
as bad.
the damage I'm doing is decent. It's not great, but you know,
Yeah, it's just split.
considering I'm using a weapon she's resistant to,
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
It's not bad, yeah.
I don't know. Can you swing overhand enough to hit her top bar?
Not really. Claymore doesn't have overhands, I don't think. Unless I two-hand, and I'm not doing that.
Not even a little bit.
Because if she hits me, I'll die.
So,
It's
God,
fine.
This,
We just gotta be patient.
this latest tweet from DVAC. It's her shouting, "Time to join a different tabletop game, I guess." And the picture she posts is, I'm assuming, a Roll20 log of, "Are you telling me that you killed my chance of having a vampire boyfriend in this game? What's even the point of playing a fantasy game if I can't have a vampire boyfriend?" That's just not peak DVAC.
There, I win.
Hooray!
I mean, what about, like, Strigoi? Would that work?
Also, I was thinking, oh yeah, you could finish off with a throwing knife, and then I remember throwing knives really suck in this game.
Oh yeah,
they're
they're
garbage.
They're garbage in this game. They're not super good like they are in like Bloodborne.
Yeah, they're pretty good in 2. Also, I remember when I fought the 2 giants in what's that? Oh, Black Gulch. Yeah, I finished one of them off with a throwing knife. That's something that's actually viable and actually feels kind of cool. Hey, a home run!
Finally.
I know, our little national nightmare is over.
Now you gotta get the other 3 bonds. All 2.
dear.
Ah, you want to talk to my lady?
Thanks, Sid.
I mean, look at this guy. That's how he would talk.
I think I'm gonna hop out.
Okay,
I
later.
will see y'all later.
Later, Dub.
I-
Alright, time to leave.
Burning hell, Blight Town.
I'm thinking once I get back up to Firelane, I'm gonna check on dinner, and if it's about to be ready, then I'll probably host me Hall if she's still streaming.
Right?
Because I want to see what kind of fuckery she's up to in Sims 3. By the way, now all of us are not advertiser friendly.
Yeah, she is still streaming.
Well, let her know to just keep on keeping on, because like after I'm done, I'm gonna host her.
No, I mean, I opened up for a second and it looks like Gobbler's also in there, so they're just like hanging out.
Like, yeah, part of the reason I like, you know, I made Video Home Gone partly as a as like a vehicle to let us watch stupid crap, but I also made it to sort of like build up a network.
Yeah. No, it's that thing I should be doing with my podcast that I spend hours working on.
Yeah, we need to like put more notes down, but also like, man, when are we gonna even have time to record that? What I'll probably do is it'll just be like, hey, Friday or Saturday, pick one. And I'll be like, this night I'm not streaming that night. I'm going to talk about Dragon's Dogma for 34 straight hours.
I mean, God, I'm trying to think of like nights that I've done podcast recordings. Some of them have been on like Tuesday nights, I think. Yeah, like Wednesday. You know, it'll be 2.5 hours recording time tops.
Like, are we talking, like, just the last we thought about games was, what, like 2.5 hours long after editing?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours, 20 minutes, so. That
Mhm.
recording session was like 3.5 hours.
That's it. Do you guys normally stay on top of it, or is there lots of silence, or?
I do cut a fair bit of silence. I mean, sometimes, like, if there's something that doesn't entirely sound great, I might try to find a way to cut around it, but that's not a huge amount of the time. Also, I mean, there's stuff that I end up putting into bonus episodes.
Oh, this reminds me though, since I'm playing Dark Souls. Did you see that the guys running the PS3 emulator project got Demon Souls working 100%?
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Or well, I say 100%. Obviously, you can't play multiplayer because you can't connect to the servers.
Yeah. Oh. You know, the game is
Playable.
still preserved in a sense, and that's the important thing.
Although I think if it were up to Atlas, they would just keep running those servers forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just the way I understand
Just get off
it,
their back.
like the way I understand it, before Souls got really big over here, like that was just like a passion project for them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, for the podcast, I mean, We tried it though. Also, I think Dragon's Dogma would work better as more of a freeform thing, and even Fantasy Star Online, which is covering years and hundreds of hours of experience with an online RPG, the first online action RPG, and that one was 4.5 hours, and that was really unstructured, like 10 bullet points unstructured. So yeah, I don't know. I think if we mostly keep to a track and then, go off topic is when it feels right. I don't think it'd be that long. What up, inconsistent backstabs?
Finally, I have done pies.
Hey, it worked that time.
I also have the large club now.
Oh shit.
Too bad I already have the Claymore, the best weapon in the whole fucking game.
I know more than a few large club fans. The distinction always goes.
Hey,
There's the great club, which is large, and the large club, which is great.
Where are my large club fans at? Come on. Type one in the chat if you're a large club fan.
Fucking nobody.
Nobody cares about the fucking large club.
Oh shit, Challenger
We
appears.
We got one.
Challenger appears in this instance.
It's like liking your own comment.
Or retweeting a really unimportant tweet of your own.
I thought it was good.
I mean, like, I don't know, the large club's alright, it's just
I don't give a shit about the large club.
like, the Claymore is just infinitely better. Than, like, every weapon is just so good. The Claymore is ridiculous.
Hey, there's that piece of shit Framped.
You ring-a-ling ding dang dong for bells.
You may call me Framped comes alive.
I keeping a broadsword.
I'd just keep one of everything, just in case.
Maybe you feel a bit sentimental.
Not really.
Maybe you love the broadsword.
Alright, fine. You want to be that way?
Farewell, chosen none.
Alright, time to go to Zen's fortress.
Oh boy.
I feel like Zen's fortress would be like infinitely less like pendulum traps and like a whole bunch more spinal lab.
There'd be more skeletons, but just about as many snakes.
Oh right, hold on. No, I was actually here to check on dinner. So let me go back to the Firelink Shrine, and then I'll play us out.
Sounds good.
Okay. So thank you everybody for showing up. We're not streaming tomorrow. We'll pick up with morning streams on Monday morning. Play through Thursday, and we'll just be playing whatever strikes my fancy. Then we'll do Final Fantasy Fridays. Ryutama should be next Saturday, and then we can get back to normal. So again, thank you everyone for showing up, and I will see you later.
Goodbye.